Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, patrons.
Hey, this is the dark podcast. This is the last one of the month. This is where we give it our all. We gotta do that final push.
Anything awesome happened in 2 days?
And
Yes.
Yeah, and that's
Insane developments.
the last one sucked for the public losers, but this one's gonna be really good.
It's gonna be
Anyone
a
got
hoot.
like a tier list in the back pocket or something?
No, you know what I do have?
All right.
Sugar-free mints. These will perk me up, keep me kind of
You
engaged.
spelt it all retarded. Let me see that again.
It's mints with a MYNTZ exclamation point. That's how you know they got bite.
Do they have any nicotine?
No, but they don't have any GMOs.
Man,
that was a sweet
taste so
callback.
good.
And they're sugar-free. Kind of a big deal. Watching
Why?
my
Like
weight.
how much sugar is in
what
a
are they
regular
made
mint?
of,
Honest
then?
to God.
Mint. Powdered
Like
mint.
just mint leaf?
Yeah.
Glucose.
Ingredients: sorbitol, peppermint, magnesium stearate, menthol.
Sorbitol causes
Sorbitol
dick
will kill
fall
your
off.
dog
Yeah.
instantly.
Oh, it does? That's not good.
Yeah, don't
What
give
What
that
is
to it.
sorbitol? Doesn't matter.
Sounds like
The
something that's in
sweetener.
gum.
I did get something in the mail. Got something here in the mail that I don't want to actually. Yeah, I can't. It has my name all over it. But it's,
Damn. Uh-oh.
yeah. Oh no. Oh fuck. All right. Now everybody knows.
Cut
Yeah.
that out. Cut that out.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, this is mailed to somebody other than me.
Okay.
With an awesome. Well, my grandma got kind of taken for a ride on the phone, so to speak. Did I tell you guys a story about my mom and my grandma? And my grandma thought my mom got into a horrific car accident and killed somebody or something.
What? No. What the
Okay.
fuck?
So my
You could have
grandma's
talked
like a
about this
fake-
2 days ago.
Was that like a IRS scam or something?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
this-
basically, yeah. They
Oh.
called her. Well, first my grandma calls me and she's like, "Hey,
Your
your
mom's
mom,
dead.
yeah,
Yeah.
your mom fucking like killed somebody in a car accident, and she had your nephew with her, and you need to go down to the courthouse and pick him up."
Oh,
What,
And I'm
what-
like-
how'd you react?
I was
Yeah,
like,
that's not real. Uh,
a little bit fried at the time.
Yeah.
It certainly
Oh.
snapped me back to reality. I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
what was
And-
it, 9 a.m.? You fucking
Mommy, a
you were in
murderer.
bed?
Yeah, well, no, so I go in there, and Abby knew some serious shit was up when I started putting on pants. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's like,
Whoa.
"Whoa, are you leaving the house? Like,
Yeah.
this is a moment, you know?" And I was stuck there like
Is it already-
like the Truman Show where he's trying to leave through that side door to the set. I was like at the front door, like, I don't want to go out there, man. But my mama needs me. She was drunk driving and killed
No.
4 people.
My mom needs me. She
The
killed a
fact
bunch
that you
of
would
kids.
believe that says more. Like, honestly, like, it's not that far from reality that she would
It's
do
not that far fetched, I don't think. No.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. So, anyways, well, this is the weird part was my grandma, you know, she's getting up there in age and her mind is kind of dog shit or whatever. So,
All old and
grandma,
stuff,
if you pay for the Patreon or whatever, I'm really sorry. But
Yeah,
she doesn't
sorry.
know what Google is. But if you somehow find it onto the Patreon and listen to this, I'm really sorry.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah. But she basically got like a call from someone and they were like, they explained to her the situation, and then what kind of made me suspicious was how quickly all this happened. Because I talked to my mom on the phone
Yeah.
and was like,
4
"Hey,
minutes before.
it was like 25 minutes." It was like
Okay,
25
this-
minutes earlier. I was talking to my mom, and then I was like, "Wait, she had time to not only kill people in a car accident, but then I'm assuming go to the hospital, get discharged, and is now down at the courthouse getting like indicted for like drunk
Yeah.
driving or something." And I was like, "That seems odd." And then apparently my mom like walked in through the front door about that time, and my grandma called me back, and she was like, "Oh, apparently nothing's wrong."
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
What kind of scam is that, though?
So the scam was, she didn't tell me this part. What they wanted her to do was like she just wanted me to go down to the courthouse and pick up.
Your murdering mom.
No,
Yeah.
leave that bitch to
The nephew,
rot.
right?
I was there to pick
Okay.
up the nephew. And I was like, what the hell? You know, I got to save my nephew. So I was running out the door. And
You were
but-
running out the door. You were really not wanting to leave.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
you're
I was really
Yeah.
questioning.
Truman Show moment.
I got
but-
2 nephews, dude. I got 2 of them.
Yeah.
I could lose
Like
one.
a hero.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
It was more of a casual walk over to the front.
Yeah.
Tried a couple pairs of pants on.
Well, I kept the car in eco mode for sure.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't gonna
he's,
speed.
He's in like the second safest place. I mean, it's a courthouse.
It's a courthouse. What's gonna happen to him?
Yeah.
It might bump his head on some sharp like marble corners or something. It's not very baby proof, but besides that, a courthouse is pretty safe. So, anyways, we're I was getting ready to go and everything, and I forget where I was going with this. I forget the ending. Oh yeah, it turns out that they wanted my grandma to like get a bunch of like go down to like CVS or Rite Aid or something and get a bunch of like Amazon gift cards, and they're like, we need like $3,000 in bail money.
And gift cards,
and like gift card money, like Visa cards or something. And
more reliable than real money right now.
They're trying to get RP on League, dude. We
need Roblox bucks or whatever. Robux.
We need 700,000 V-Bucks.
Yeah. And
bless them.
And I was like, God damn, Grandma, like you're at that age where you're just falling for weird ass scams. Like that part didn't tip you off or anything. But I wasn't, for the record, I had gotten my pants and everything and was about to step out that door. Because I hadn't gotten the full scoop. So nobody can call me an idiot, all right? My grandma just called me and she just delegated part of the plan to me.
Oh, also bring gift cards.
Yeah, she did say also bring like $8,000 in Robux.
On gift cards. That part's going to come into play later.
I said, Grandma, I've been waiting for you to get into gaming. I will see you on Roblox tonight after I get my nephew. This is awesome.
Microsoft points or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways, that scam happened. And I was like, I can't believe people fall for that. Then I get this in the mail. This is a genius level, like Ed, and Eddie, but grown up scam.
Give us Jawbreaker.
If it says like a money transfer, no.
It's an insurance. Okay. It's an insurance idea. And what they did was they're like, hey, it's like a scam insurance company. And they can't be making a lot of money. It's called American Water Sources of Florida is the name of the company.
Oh, shit.
And they're like, oh, my God. Did you know most homeowners are not aware that they may be responsible for the repair of the water service line that runs through their property? If you have a problem related to your water service line, you may need to locate a reliable contractor to pay for the repairs. Sometimes they're expensive and such, right?
Yeah.
So these people are selling for $5.49 a month. You'll receive a combined protection of up to $10,000 on your water line that goes from your house, from your yard to your house. They even gave me an awesome little diagram. Does this have any of my personal? This has a lot of my information on it.
Oh my God! Hold on, all that?
I don't. It's public. It's public shit. Let me make sure none of it's on there. But they like even do a little illustration. They're like, that pipe underground, that's your goddamn, that's your weak point.
They got a drawing. It can't be. No, it's real. It's legit.
I don't think I've ever heard of someone having like a fucked up water line unless they run over it with like a big tractor, which I bet you in the fine print says like, if you bust your own line, we ain't paying for it.
You. Yeah.
That seems like such a like a company you put together. And then you just get checks. And I don't think this company has ever paid out a single claim.
No.
Well,
keep in mind,
could you do fraud on them?
I legit thought your home insurance covers that.
Oh, it does. It absolutely fucking does. This is just a double redundancy for no reason. But what's funny is, keep in mind, the name of the company is American Water Resources of Florida. So they're making sure, like, there's no chance it gets cold enough to burst pipes under the ground. Like, that's the only thing I can think of is, like, it snows or whatever, it gets super cold, they'll freeze. But no, like that shit doesn't happen in Florida.
We're making a fucking killing, dude.
So anyways, we need to come up with like some badass scams like that, because this like maybe if we could like talk and then just upload the conversation and then have people pay for it, that's a scam.
It's like talking to your friends
$5 a month
begrudgingly for like an hour,
like a
2
normal
hours.
ass like Discord call. This is basically a cataloging of our friendship.
It's
$5 a month.
All you only gotta do like 3 times or something too. It's just like you don't have to do it every day.
Yeah, we actually talk more than this podcast, I think. But well, some of us do.
Yeah.
What? What? Are you talking about me?
Yeah. But it's fine. No, you joined the Discord one time and you're like, this is a lot of fucking people. There was
like one. You joined the worst time. You joined the worst time.
Well, I've joined a couple times. Where
we have a private chat that's a lot more clean.
We're never in there.
Yeah.
We used to be there all the time.
I don't know.
Keep it for the listeners, by the way. We have gotten into the zone of just being in a Discord call with like 15 people at any given point.
And they're
like
not normal people.
No, and they're all so diverse. They're all just screaming their weird shit, having 6 different conversations.
It's not
It's
a
like going to an
diverse crowd,
asylum.
but it's
Well,
they act diverse.
yeah.
15 racist white people all together.
Yeah, 15 different
Well,
kind
some
white
of them
people.
are British. You know, you get their
Yeah.
brand of racism.
Different
That
flavor.
counts,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're more witty about it.
Different Independence Days created for different types of people.
We got Western
Yeah.
Europeans, we got Eastern Europeans, we got UK, we got America, we got Canada.
I
All
hope there's
brands
not
of
any Slavs
racism
in
there.
there.
Yeah.
But,
Speaking
no,
of
that-
Slavs, did you know that I'm like apparently like an asset to Russia because
What?
I'm doing,
You play
like,
Tar-
I'm doing
Tarkov
an
or-
Atomic Heart video. No, that's what I was gonna say. Was nobody says shit about like Tarkov being. It's like a direct Russian
it's
company.
been, yeah, right? Hasn't
And
it?
those people are very pro Russia. Like you can tell they
Like,
love that shit.
yeah.
Probably.
Well, they probably also. It's like, what are they going to be anti-Russian in Russia?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they'd get strung up and killed
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have played Atomic Heart. I'm actually loving it. I know
No,
Brian.
I heard there was no FOV
I literally,
slider.
no, you know what? I asked you
fixed that.
yesterday what you would rate it, and you went, it's like a 7 out of 10.
I would say no. I played it
Not
all
even.
day today, and it's gone up in my book.
It's gone up.
Yeah.
It's like a 7.1
Once you get out of that shitty like like the Oblivion caves of the game,
Oh yeah,
the beginning
Yeah.
area. Once you're let
it takes
loose.
like what, like 20 minutes? How long is it in this
in
game?
Oblivion,
Like
it
5
takes
hours?
like 20 minutes. Yeah, but I do milk Patrick Stewart in there.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
literally.
Yeah, you milk that voice
There's a
acting
mod where you
Yeah.
could probably milk
again.
them.
Yeah.
Every
No,
voice
ugh.
option again and again.
I just love the way he talks in there. It's so because it's funny. He's like sitting in, in like a shit covered sewer prison area, and he's like saying like this badass shit, and then
Yeah.
immediately this guy pops up like like T-pose like
Yeah,
and does the little stab
Shanks
on him and
him.
everything.
yeah.
Oh,
That is pretty
the
great.
animations for swiping. They just do the left and right like kids playing with foam swords.
Dude, you were shitting yourself. You were so immersed back when it
Yeah.
came out, though. I bet you were probably like, "Oh my
When
god!"
Knights of the Nine or whatever came out,
Oh
that
my
DLC, I was all over that.
Shivering Isles was better, but
Shivering Isles
Nice.
was better, but I think I happened to be really into the game when the Knights of the Nine DLC came out.
okay.
And so it was
Pretty-
like how often does that happen? Your peak interest into a game and then all of a
That's
sudden
the 9 came out first.
biggest, fattest DLC comes out.
I think Shivering Isles was the last one, yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that was the last one.
Because I remember I got back
I
on
thought they were
to play.
close to each other, but maybe not. Dude, and did you buy Wizard Tower? Any of those other DLC where it's
Oh,
like
the horse armor?
yeah,
The
horse
famous
armor,
Fuck,
Wizard
yeah.
Tower. I had Wizard Tower. I had a couple of the.
I
All right, guys.
only,
all right. We're going to settle
you
a
were
debate.
saying-
You want to start an argument?
Sure.
What town did you have your house at? Your HQ?
I never got far enough to
Roma.
get a house in a town.
Ruma? Really? You picked the worst. You picked the worst goddamn place.
what
If
he
you don't
sucks.
say Shaden Hall or Skingrad, you're fucking a nobody. Those are the
I don't
two.
think I was more of a wanderer. I didn't
nomad.
really want a house.
Are you kidding me? In Skingrad, I had every little display cabinet, and I had my gems, my precious gems. I would manually place them in the display cabinets and close the lids
that's
and
nice.
everything. I did it all in there.
I was out there for the thrill. I remember I probably talked about this before. I made like one character. I'm
Swears.
like, I tried really hard. I'm like, this time I'm gonna not make a character that looks exactly like me. I made like my first RPG female character. I'm like, I'm gonna be a wanderer, and I'm gonna be a nomad, and I'm just gonna explore the land and not do any quests. I played for like 2 hours. This fucking sucks. Like, I didn't. I was just trying to explore the whole world. And like back then, it was like really like, oh my god, it's gorgeous, but it was so barren in a lot of places. You're just walking through it. It's just texture on the ground and trees.
I would just duplicate shit all
Like
day.
I
It's
remember
that ruined the
that
game for
almost
me.
now with like Red Dead too. But
Yeah.
I think we did that. I remember just doing like an RP walk through.
yeah,
Like
that was
art-
like my whole.
What do you mean we did that? Who else
I
was there?
think it
All
was
of
me and Fungal and maybe Muscle Bus. We did a
Wait,
lot of
recently?
like we went down to like Armadillo, like out in just the
Oh, in
flat
Red Dead.
barren waste,
Okay.
and we would just RP like walk and do the slow horse walk around and just
Fucking assholes.
survey the land. It was real lame. We did it for about 2 days.
Dude, I couldn't imagine
2
slow
days.
walking the whole
Why you do
time.
that
No,
for
that
5 minutes
was-
to get bored.
I did end up like there was some funny stuff. It's fungal. You could sit there and just like giggle with that guy just doing nothing.
Yeah.
But somebody killed our Crips, and we ended up like dragging his body across the waste, and like through every biome in the map, we dragged his body to go bury him. I ended up making a video of it. We brought him through like the mountains, across rivers and canoes and shit on steamboats, down through the swamps, up in the snowy mountains and stuff, throwing him over cliffs.
That's wholesome.
No.
And then we
Oh,
end up
shit.
burying him like right next to where he got killed. Like we did like a big circle back to the starting point.
Who I associate with fungal that I feel like is gonna make he's got to make a resurgence at some point in a
Hitler.
similar fashion. Maybe not Chud. I feel like
Oh, I forgot about that.
what
guy.
happened to that guy?
Dude.
Remember that video? Oh my god, that train video. That
He
plagues
just
me
disappeared.
somehow.
He stopped talking to
People
us. He
people
just
always.
vanished.
I still get that sometimes. Like I loved you in train facts. I'm like it's not fun. It's just a different
Brain
guy.
facts. That
It's
was
not.
like
It
7
doesn't
years
even
ago.
sound like you.
No.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
nothing
no.
like-
I remember I met him on. We met on. It was like the first time I face to face with anyone from that Discord in a way on Omegle. We like put in the same
Oh,
like
yeah.
interests
Mhm.
Yeah.
and met on there and talked for a while. That was weird.
That guy has like
He's very
such
gaunt.
a great voice. I love his voice, man.
Very
He's
gaunt
got like
man.
he's got like cartoon Adult Swim voice. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah.
What if he's like a lawyer now or something?
He probably. You know who else I caught up
Not
with?
with that voice.
No, I wouldn't not want him
Bumbo
defending.
Gaming, was that who?
No, it was not. That was not who I caught up with. Danny T. I saw him playing
Oh,
games. I was like, oh
shit.
shit, I'm gonna reach out to Danny T. And
How
then
did
he,
that guy?
it was good. He was like, yeah, I went through some years where I just fucking hated you guys, and then
Oh.
now I'm back.
Wait.
No, he didn't say that. But, it was just weird because I was trying to
It's
think like,
natural.
who all did I talk to back then? Those were all the,
Was it 2016?
yeah, it was like
Yeah.
prime Rust time for me, and it
Yeah.
was basically like Danny T, Chud, Bumbo,
Dean
Aqua,
Central.
Dean Central, Guac. All these people in this friend group left to go become cops, little coppers.
Yeah. So what
Cool.
Danny T's doing now too? Some sort of British copper with a
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
stick.
yeah,
He was
Still think
doing,
about
wasn't he
Rust
doing
players.
like computer science stuff? I thought.
no idea. I didn't ask him that
fakes.
stuff.
Oh, you just asked
Yeah.
him the important stuff.
You're
Yeah.
like, why you no game no more?
Yeah,
Like,
where-
like-
Where you been?
Do you still make
video
Rust
game.
video?
Yeah, that's why I asked him. I was like, you want to collab on some Rust stuff? Do Fish Shack Part 2?
I haven't
Danny
done a
T's
video in
Fish
7
Shack.
years, dude. Like, what?
He's like, what the hell? I don't even remember how to play games anymore.
yeah.
Nah, he I don't know what he's doing. He was just playing something. I just saw his name, and it was
Brought
like
back
that
some-
Xbox moment where you get on there and you go like, oh, I haven't seen that guy in fucking forever.
I wish only the best for all my old Xbox homies.
Yeah.
My
You ever-
MW2 boys.
You ever have like a weird falling out with like an old gaming group?
I mean, falling out like a bad little.
Yeah, there was
argument
just
or
like something that just like ended it.
I'm getting close, but no.
No, I just forgot.
Getting real close.
Nothing currently or that I
Day
can
by
think of.
day.
I remember just having like a spat with some guy like when this is when my parents got divorced and I was playing Rainbow Six Vegas 2. Yeah. And I was playing like
Okay.
Rainbow Six Vegas 2 all summer long, and there was this guy that was like a lot older than me. And I wouldn't send him nude pictures that he was he just like kept shitting on me one day in front of a girl. There was like randomly a girl in the thing,
Oh,
and he was
dude.
like, I'm gonna like change
Is
my
alpha male on
entire
Is that-
personality just to fucking like try it, because girls really think that's cool when you shit on somebody in front of them.
Yeah, they
And,
love
So they cry.
douchebag guys that don't have friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Works
That drive
every
away
time.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes them look complicated and cool. And so
just
I was
like
like, I see what you're doing, buddy, and I'm gonna help you out. So I cried and left the call and didn't talk to him again.
Yeah, and blocked him and fucking.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
did, I
shoot
did the whole
sticks.
thing. I was
They're
like, that's a
married
good
now.
all an
wingman
act.
when
It
he's
was all
willing
an
to
act.
end a friendship.
I hate you forever.
Forever, I'm never
Yeah.
talking to you again.
Don't call me. Don't call me. Don't come by my home.
And then I
Yeah.
messaged him the next day. I said, "Did it work, dude? Did you seal the deal?"
said yeah, and
And,
you're like, all right, well, I'll never
yeah,
see you
well,
again,
in
man.
order to in order to keep this going, I have to just never come back, so she doesn't think it's a ruse.
They're married.
What's
so.
worse for me is like not people that I had necessarily a falling out with, but people that I used to interact with more, and then you just kind of people naturally drift apart and shit. Or like,
Yeah.
I just stopped playing games as much, and then it's like now they'll message me, and I'm like, dude, it's been like 5 years. Like I don't remember. They'll be like, I saw you on this video, like blah blah. I'm like, what?
What's your
hell?
name?
Like, yeah, what is? I remember like we had good times together, but it's like, well, are we ever gonna game again? I don't know, probably not. I don't even game anymore, man. Like I play Dark and Darker, and that's about it. Yeah. But I don't know. Those ones are always awkward to me.
Yes,
like
pro soccer.
when it's like someone that you used to be your friend, where it's like, is it me? Is it them? Is it just natural?
Like when a homeless
then
guy
they
asks you
kinda
for
force-
change, you're like, oh,
yeah.
God.
And then you look at him and you go, what? That's my dad. Oh my God, he looked past all the dirt. That's my old friend from high school. They're all cracked out of their head. Yeah. I don't know. I hate
love
stuff like that. I'm like a very, sorry not to cut you off, but like I'm a very like, I keep a lot of friends, like people are always like, oh, you go to college, you lose your high school friends. Like I've had one of my big main friend groups. We've all been friends since like kindergarten. We all went to the same school, same high school, same college. And like we all still talk all the time and stuff. And like I have a lot of like all my internship friends and a lot of college friends. Like I still, I kind of have to be the one. Like I'll go like 5 months and then be like, messaging them. They're probably like, why? I'm like, I'm like the guy that I was just complaining about. I'm like, hey buddy, like what's going on? Long time. But I like to maintain a lot of those relationships. I don't know. I don't like it when people that I used to be cool with just kind of slip away.
Yeah, I try to quickly close off any just like periphery friendships. If I see that thing ain't going anywhere, I just kind of like.
Well, it's not like just any.
drift.
It's not like acquaintances. It's like people I genuinely consider. Like we had some good times.
Yeah,
Like, I don't want to lose them. But I kind of do because that's part of life.
that is,
But I've done pretty good overall, maintaining hoarding.
It doesn't suck when like
Hoarding
friends
people like they're fucking trinkets.
change as they get older, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden
Who
you're
would've
friends
thought?
with someone that you don't even like to begin with. You wouldn't like today.
Oh yeah, that's
know?
Dude,
interesting.
yes. I knew some fucking person that turned into like a crazy like Trump
Yeah,
like conspiracy
that always
theorist,
blows.
like level of conspiracy believing shit. And I was like, oh my fucking God, dude.
Watch Aiden
fucking
Ross
nuts.
and you're just like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, come on. Yeah.
I have
And
a
it's like I used to be, this real figure in the community, and now they see me, and yeah, people change. You can get disappointed. You can hate the kind of guy you become, or others.
Yeah, poop.
You, that was a cough. You had a what?
I was gonna say the
You had a friend you ate now.
Yeah.
no, I haven't
people.
eaten anybody yet. That would be cool though. I keep bringing that up. We should really do
I hate-
some tourism where we go eat somebody and like Papua
Eat
New
a guy.
Guinea or
I didn't
something.
say
We gotta
hate.
befriend
I
them
said
first.
hate.
Oh, hate.
Oh, hate.
Oh, no, not
damn,
hate.
You know what the
sorry,
mind,
I was
the
just
mind
on-
wants what the mind
yeah.
wants, dude. Just like
I'm hungry.
I'm looking at you guys here, right? I'm fucking hungry. What do you want me to do?
Oh, I haven't done that yet. I'm interested in it.
I'm interested.
Calm down, man. Calm down.
Anyways, no, I was gonna say when you get on in the morning. No, it's every week on like Sunday morning. I think the Tallahassee Democrat posts their or the sheriff's department posts like their booking report. And the Tallahassee Police Department does
You
their
get
booking
confused.
report, and I love getting on there because my mind sucks. That's why I'm so goddamn confused. I'm like, what's going on? Yeah. Anyways, I get on there and I love seeing like old high school friends, and there's
Wait, you say that's often? That's
often that guy from the Bottom Bunk Turtle Farm, like that whole story. I've seen that
Taylor's a
fucker
rapist.
4 times in the booking
Dude,
report.
the guy's insane.
Dude.
Him and his brother. What's funny is he got arrested. Less than a month later, his dad got arrested. No, less than a month later, his brother got arrested. Then his dad died, is what it was.
Oh.
And so they were both like serving jail sentences when their dad died. But it was all for like similar shit. They were all like really mixed in with drugs and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
They kept selling drugs to their dad. The dad
we do that every once in a while. We go on like our hometown police and just look through the
find any familiars.
Yeah, and you always do because a lot of people stay there, and there's a lot of people that I go on Facebook. I don't know, every couple of days.
Tell which ones are gonna be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It just sucks. Like, I don't know. I've had a lot of people from like my class or the class above or below. Just like, it's like a lot of people just die. Or they've got like 5 kids by now, and it's like, holy fuck, I'm just living such a different life. Is it better? I don't know. Is it, worse than death? No, but it's just sad. Like, I don't know. I hate seeing that stuff for people that have been habitually going back to the jail like every year they're there. I'm like,
yeah.
Went to school there like
rent.
7 years ago, man. Like, you gotta goddamn get out of that town. You gotta do something, man.
The black hole in there, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's sometimes where, like, there was kids that my mom would say, no, you can't go to their birthday party. and I'd be like, why? And she's like, they live out on Highway 20. And now that I'm older, I'm like, that was...
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mommy. Thank you for instead buying me an N64, instead of letting me go out to fucking Lloyd Acres. Yeah.
I have no social skills and I'm a gamer. Thanks for buying me Nintendo 64 instead of letting me go to birthday parties.
It's better than socializing with it, going over to kids' houses where their parents are constantly fist fighting in the background.
Yeah. I don't know. Dude, some of the most impressive friends I have from my hometown, though, came from the most fucked up backgrounds and, like...
The coin flip.
Really bad, like older sibling shit and parent stuff. And it's like, God damn, they're just, like, way better than me at everything.
It's some people have, like, that annoying... I love to see it, though.
Except for decorating, you know what I mean?
Yeah, not collecting.
Yeah.
Not collecting things.
It is annoying when people have, like abusive parents or like substance abuse type like situations at home.
Get new parents, dude. Like
no, and then they just like follow those same footsteps. And I'm like, dude, you had you experienced how shitty that was. That should be a huge wake up call on what not to do. And but like some people do see it and then they go like, I'm doing the exact fucking opposite of that.
You're like,
I had some friends who I had one friend who dropped out of college with free college. Just to like, you just didn't want to do it anymore, and then it's like now he's thinking about going back, but he's gonna have to fucking go into debt, and it's just a horrible. Everyone tried talking him out of it, and there's another guy where like
going back to school.
He went. No, everyone tried talking him out of dropping out. And because he had a year left, and he'd already done 3 years, and it was free.
And I think if you're out of school for a few years, it like resets, right? It doesn't count for shit.
Your credits can't be used.
Yeah, and like just another guy who's like probably the best kid in our school at science, but his parents were just like total hicks, and because all they wanted him to focus on was wrestling, and he obviously wasn't.
That's all they understood.
D1 wrestler.
Science
they had some weird shit going on there.
Forever.
They would grow. This kid was fucking. It's actually pretty fucked up what I'm about to say. Not that he's huge. Like, he's a big ass guy, but they also had a lot of birds. I've never made this connection. They have a lot of birds, like turkeys that are, it's like they're on growth hormone or something. Like their birds are fucking huge. And now I'm not a scientist, but now I'm going to make the theory that they're giving their kid bird hormones because he had a disease where he couldn't control his bowels, basically. Kind of like a bird, and he would just like shit his pants.
Shit out of the same hole,
which is about like the worst thing you could have while being in school. But like you just be
and wrestling because like there's a lot of core.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I think he got it under control or just wore diapers and stuff. But yeah, it was like now I'm thinking they gave him some sort of turkey food or something. I don't know. I don't know what they were feeding those boys, but
dude, if you're wrestling in diapers, you're gonna get crucified.
Now he's like shit. Dude. I mean, and it's like you don't have to go to college to, be educated or do, have success or anything by any means. But now I feel like he's just not even doing anything outside of it, just because it's like I didn't make it in football or wrestling. And
he has a degree.
No. He went. I think he also dropped out of college.
Become wrestling legend.
Oh.
But he could have gone. He was like one of every couple of years. There's a kid from our school that actually goes to like Ivy League or. I don't know if he could have gone Ivy League, but like he could have been in a very good school. He had incredible grades, and he scored super well on
B's
those tests.
here.
Yeah, we're talking C, B average.
Yeah, C pluses here. You know.
No. I mean, I had already taken the spot for a kid that year going to Ivy League, so I sent him back to his turkey farm. But,
did you actually go to an Ivy League school?
Me?
Yeah.
No, don't you think like every person went to Ivy League, I would have probably brought it up a trillion times by now.
You went to college school. That's what it was called.
I went to an all right school. It was
Indiana College University.
Yeah, Indiana College for educated kids.
I need a tinkle one. I'll be right.
Title.
There's a couple decent colleges in Indiana, but there's some. I don't know.
I always grew up with such a like Tallahassee centric view, obviously, because I lived here, and everybody was like FSU this, FSU that, FAMU this, we're the best, FAMU that, and then and like the TMH and is awesome hospital, and it's like really nice, and everybody says don't go to all those shitty hospitals in Quincy or Monticello or Havana, come down to TMH in Tallahassee. And then I realized that like everything that's actually nice is in Jacksonville. Like if you want you want to do anything good, like all the like the kids that get accepted to colleges, they're like, "Aw, FSU accepted me, but University of Florida is like right there. Like I could totally go there." I feel like not many people want to go to FSU unless it's like a law degree, maybe.
Indiana, I mean, I only applied to like 3 colleges, and I got them all because they weren't, anything crazy. But I couldn't really apply out of state because I didn't really give a shit about applying to scholarships, and I couldn't afford out of state tuition, like not a shot. So, I mean, I'm still a fucking student.
Oh, do you have to pay more tuition out of state?
Yeah, it was like the difference of like,
tell me truthful.
Yeah,
wait, do you think I would have debt? No, do you think I would have benefited from college?
No. You're retarded.
Doing what you're doing, no,
probably not.
It helps for me. I mean, it helps. Yeah. Really, the only thing is like I don't regret
you as a person.
It definitely made. Okay, so like they liberalized them, and it's a college. We'll go cool, and it gets. I had a great time. Yeah, I had a really good time.
Used to be like racist as shit. Used to make a lot of racist jokes and stuff.
And then he went to the You got
then went to liberal arts school.
He went to liberal conversion school over there.
They used reverse shock therapy on me and
libtard you over there. Yeah.
They made me gay. They converted me.
They reversed it.
They made me watch boys kissing on TV. I don't regret going. I mean, I don't like my dad.
At least you have a fallback in case fucking Twitch explodes or something. I can't
fucking go back to that. There's no chance because Twitch will explode.
That's a competitive, evolving market.
The podcast will.
Is like,
the podcast will crash and burn one day. Twitch will fail me, but I can't go back to computer science.
That's when I'm gonna just kill myself. Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna try something new or go back for a master's degree or.
Don't say kill yourself off the table.
I'm not. No, never. It's never left the table. It's been there for a long time. I mean?
It's always on the back burner.
Just get Get into Buddhism, believe in reincarnation, and then do it. Just in case you got to fall back.
Get some good karma out of the way. My name is Earl style. Right before I do it, make a list, check it all off.
I don't know. Lottery tickets if you don't win, kill yourself.
I am worried about that, but I don't. I also am I'm pretty good at worrying only about what's directly in front of me. It's not really a great thing, but
that baby's had
like people done that. Like
what?
Bought a bunch of lottery tickets.
Yeah, there's like
honestly,
probably
not a bad idea.
That idea like fucking rocks, dude.
It's not very good odds.
But like you're just like, I got nothing to live for. I got a loan. Yeah, I'm gonna empty out my 401k, throw it all in scratch offs, and if I don't get some goddamn serious like Las Vegas money, I'm gonna kill myself. Yeah. I'm not suggesting people do that.
No, it's a horrible idea.
Especially if you're a patron.
You win,
go for Mega Million.
Remember where you got it from. Is all
go
I'm
for
saying.
Powerball. Scratchers won't give you enough to live for. You gotta get.
Yeah, you gotta do the big one.
But scratchers, there's so much fun there.
Yeah,
all
you might have enough fun that you want to live. All that.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
actually, my mom
have
bought
an
us
knack for
about
scratching
$20 of scratch offs, and I was so tired of doing them by the last
dude,
one.
yeah. I got them from stocking stuffers. I just scratched the barcode that like tells you if you won or
That's
lost.
fucked up.
No, I
fuck it,
do
I
the
don't
whole
care.
thing, but then okay, Brian was watching me like try to solve these puzzles in Atomic Heart. You should have seen me and my brother try to figure out what the fuck the scratch offs mean, because they're just like
Match an ace to a jack.
no, because it's just like it's like quadruple your earnings if you have
Oh,
a
yeah,
goddamn
no.
banana in the corner, and I'm like, oh, what? There's a banana right here, and he's like, but that's not the winning number because it has to
corner.
correspond to the cherries and the fruit that are on this side.
Oh my
And it's like
goodness.
this
Yeah, we
big
can't do
mix
that.
and
We-
match thing. I'm like, just scan this thing at the cashier.
Let's do the IQ test.
it
I really
would-
want to
it
know
wouldn't
that.
be-
I'm so curious.
I don't wanna.
It wouldn't be a proper podcast if I didn't retell a story. Anytime anything's mentioned where it's like, that reminds me of this one time. We've probably talked about this fucking 10 times. But when I was a kid, my dad was like, here's some scratchers. I got to take a phone call. And he was driving his truck. And I was scratching them off. And I got through a couple and I hit one. I'm like, oh my God. Like, they're misleading. And I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I had totally thought we had won like, it was probably like $10,000. But to me, I thought that was like world-changing money.
Retirement money.
Oh,
And
games for
like,
$40
we're getting,
or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
I know.
getting
It's
like,
like a
a
million
fucking
games.
mansion. And I was
Happy
like,
Meal?
Dad,
How much is that?
and he's
Yeah.
like, hold on, I'm on the phone. And I was like, oh, he's gonna be like, it's gonna be
You're
worth
a bust.
it. And
Yeah.
I was like shaking with excitement. And then I showed it to him. He's like, yeah, we didn't win.
Then you killed yourself.
I jumped out of his truck. I rolled. Yeah. Kill me. But no, that was a sad daydream from a child wanting more. But idiot boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to get somehow my mini fridge got ducked.
You got that thing strapped up under the desk?
That's
Yeah,
fucking
it's
Dude,
baller,
he's
right?
living like Larry, man. Mine is
Dude,
14 feet
you-
away on the other side of
You
a
can see
wall.
Yeah,
my-
but you have an Abby.
You know
so
what's
you can just like tell her to
hardcore
get you
too?
it.
Oh fuck! I just shook everything on my desk. There's so much shit that just fell over.
Sam, you should get like that little. You should get that Trump button that you press, and like Abby comes in and gives you a Coke or whatever. That'd be fucking
Oh,
one for each like drink you want or something, like Coke and pretzels, and then like
that
you know.
was kind of actually really badass when he installed a Coke button on the
that's fucking-
presidential
dude, like,
desk.
who wouldn't do that? That's fucking awesome as shit.
The last modification made to that desk was FDR had polio, and so he put like a wood engraved like front to the desk so people couldn't see his withered legs. And then 80 years later, Trump is like, "Yeah, I want to be able to push a button and a Diet Coke gets delivered to my desk."
Yeah,
That's funny.
That's fucking badass.
the
right next to the nuke button.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh shit. The best thing about the mini fridge though too is it was a gift from my roommates and they hooked it up and everything. And so I didn't have to do shit when I move. It's gonna be a nightmare, like everything. But
Plug it in.
I don't know.
Man. I'm
Plug
so
it
glad
in,
I don't have to
move it.
move.
Yeah, ever you're gonna live there forever
Ever again,
and
yeah.
ever.
No, that's what I thought at my last house. I was like, dude, I'm gonna live here
2 kids
forever.
later,
This
and you're
is
like, fuck.
this is my final house. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it got real tiny, real fucking quick.
How's
got
your
dude,
size?
you got
You're
scammed,
in a
bro.
big house though now. You're right. You are in like basically a forever home if you choose.
Yeah,
it.
he can have like a cheaper by the dozen.
Yeah,
scenario.
you could
Nah,
give up some of the basement for the
Yeah,
family.
I could. But the problem is that I'm in horrific school zones. We went over this last episode.
Oh, yeah.
School zones are not good. And now I'm like
Dude,
looking at
I
it
went
and
to
I'm
a
like,
horrific school. Look at me.
Dude.
yeah, but you went to a horrific school.
Yeah.
The difference is you went to like a low income town school, which is just like bad like funding and
And racist everywhere.
Yeah,
I mean, was it
racist.
like a violent school? Because these
No,
schools in my
no, it
school zone
wasn't
have
like-
bad violence
I am
problems.
now
They got-
pretty
they got
worried
motherfuckers
about a
with
school
snipers and
shooting while
towers.
my little siblings there. Like honestly,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of just like horrible rednecks there now. But no, it's not like I didn't get in any fights, and I was kind of a little asshole.
Oh, okay.
I was so cute though. No fight with me.
Yeah, because there's
But,
a
no, I
I
know
feel like
you're-
there's a
yeah.
difference between like a rural bad school just because there's
What's
no
the
like
difference?
there's a violence element and a gang element and a drug element.
This guy,
there was drug element, of course. Yeah, there's a shit ton of meth.
Oh, you guys get cool shit over there.
Yeah, meth, heroin, whatever you want.
We just had weed and cocaine.
Ours was oregano in Ziploc bags being sold for $60.
I was pretty good about all that there because my older brother went ahead of me and kind of paved the path of like, I'm going to try all these things and oh my God, don't do them. Go back. And so, yeah, it kind of put a huge fear into me for a long time. And I didn't even really drink or smoke for quite a while.
I just saw an article talking about there's been 3 firearms confiscated on school grounds at the schools I went to since January.
I see the Patreon. You're gonna send those little kids to rich kids school anyway. They'll be fine. They don't have to go to that.
No, that's a place. I do have to do like private school, but that's expensive. And try to find a private school that isn't also like, we're gonna indoctrinate your kids are gonna be like Mennonites from here on out. Like it's always like Bible school.
What? Dude.
Yeah, no, you got to take them to public school.
My current roommate was a private school kid for 1 year in like 5th grade. Boom, pill addiction. Bam, everyone's on Adderall. Everyone's chasing stimulants in those schools, dude. They're going crazy. I think it was a lot more dangerous than our school when he went there. They had him make him snort down the table. As long as it's not homeschool. Yeah, well, you're not homeschooling them. You're good. Why do you need Spanish class when you have Dora Channel? Why do you need math when you have Einstein?
Count Chocula or whatever. Not Count.
Just put them in front of a
Coco Melon.
Put them in front of a TV and say it's homeschooling. Bam, Bob's your uncle. I feel bad because now I'm like, I don't want my little sister to go to the school I went to. But also my mom was like, I think we're going to homeschool her. I'm like, no, you can't. Like, she's already like, she went into like a, because it's the reason she's better than me at everything and smarter and funnier, cooler.
She's not a patron, dude. You don't have to fucking lie about this.
No, I know. No, it's because she went to like a cool like private school for elementary, but it was like kind of like hippie school. And so she was already pretty weird just in terms of like, she was just really nice and like very innocent. And then she got thrown into our school system. It's been really, really bad because everyone's like, what are you talking about? You talk funny. And but I'd still rather her be viciously bullied there than be just even weirder going to homeschool and learning from my mom. My mom didn't even graduate high school. I'm like, what are you gonna teach her? I guess my stepdad has his master's. Maybe you could teach her some fucking art or whatever.
I've never met a homeschool person that wasn't a fucking weirdo. They are always socially weird because and they're always too close to their siblings.
Yeah. Well, we're all in wildly different ages, so it would never fall into it.
You should always have a distant, competitive relationship. A little bit of hate, a little bit of love.
Adults. Until you're adults.
Yeah. Jealousy, envy.
Yep. All those things.
The school she went to for elementary, it's like it's like homeschool for kids and how they turn out, because some of them would get fed into our public school. And there was about like one kid, I ended up living with him down the line in college. He was actually like pretty cool, but no one has ever made a smooth transition from that school into our school system. Like it's like you're gonna be bullied for like 2-3 years. Well, one of them, like, he was really bad about just how fucking annoying he was and how weird. He went to Stanford, ended up being a really great guy, and like the one kid every couple of years that just like totally makes it. He's like incredibly impressive academically, but he was. I think we probably shaped him into that from all the bullying. I'm
pretty sure
all the chokings and beatings,
the peer pressure, and drugs. And
when I was in elementary school, I remember I had like a circle of friends. Remember that kid I was talking about that I was friends with that we did Anglo-Saxon, like the alphabet.
Your weird little white supremacist group or whatever.
Yeah. So this was actually no, that's not. He wasn't like a white supremacist or anything. But what's funny is I was hanging out with him and his friend, and they got like picked up and brought into like the AP. Like not AP, but like the magnet program or whatever. Like they were gifted. They were in the gifted program. And so my two best friends got picked up. I was too goddamn stupid to go in there.
Yeah.
That's gotta feel bad, dude.
Yeah.
The reverse of that happened to me once, where I finally got into a class with all my friends a year younger than me in high school.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, sorry. Was there more to yours? You can keep going.
Oh no!
I feel like I totally cut you off.
You were like the white supremacist. What's funny is my homie arc where I was hanging out with Desmond and I forget the other guy's name. It was the two black
Sam
kids.
Adams.
Was after my gifted friends. My gifted white friends left me, and then I turned to my homie arc where I was collecting homies.
Collecting the homie arc.
Yeah, those little
Collecting
homie figurines. Yeah, I was
Oh.
collecting the little figurines, the homie figurines. Me and Desmond would trade them all the time.
My figurine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that happened to me. It was like a nightmare. I wasn't smart enough for the class they put me in. I was just not as stupid as everyone else in the base class. And I finally had a class with like one of my best friends who like we got the computer for and stuff. I'm like, oh my, how's this never happened? We have a class together. You know, there's some pretty ladies in there, stupid as a rock, but you know, they're hot. And like 2 weeks in, you know, it's like I'm king in this class. Like it's the easiest class I've ever been in. I should have been playing fucking dumb or something, because they were like, "Why are you in here? You need to go up to like advanced like chemistry." I'm like, I fucking hate chemistry. Like this. I got just after that, they put me in the smart kid class, and I hung out with. I had some friends in there, but it was right when Clash of Clans was becoming huge. And they were just so smart with like chemistry and, you know, that kind of shit, that type of science where I suck at, that I would sit with them. They would do no fucking work. And I'd be with them like, I'm not going to study. Like, yeah, let's play Clash of Clans. Yeah. And then they would ace the tests and the bell curve. I would just get fucked down further and further. And I'd be like, whoa, we don't need to study. Yeah, like we're playing Clash of Clans. And always like fucking with the teacher. And I just got it was probably the worst grade I had in high school.
Some people are like that, where
it fucked me, dude.
Just fuck off. Yeah.
And then there's some people that meticulously have to do the flashcards and the.
I'm absolutely that kind of person, but I just don't have the
will.
The one class where I ever in high school, like honestly, I really like probably the one class I ever studied for tests. Oh my god, like. My grades were still fine because, like, you know, I said, not a great school system. The teachers are dumb as shit. Like
the one class I studied for did well.
I know, but like this is. I'm not trying to say this sound like cocky or whatever, but like I was doing well in all my other classes. Like I was, you know, well enough. I was an AB student throughout, but the one class where I'm like, the first time in my life, I'm like, because my parents never made me study for stuff or anything. My parents are very much just like you know. You know, we've got no issues with this, so we're not going to talk to you about it. Like, do your own thing. And I'm such a massive procrastinator. Like, I just, you know, push it off to the period before. So in this class, the teacher was so goddamn good that he actually, like, I wanted to impress him. And he had a leaderboard on the fucking whiteboard where I'm like, I'm gunning for number one. I didn't. I got number two. This bitch.
That's not bad.
The girl, she ended up being valedictorian. She beat me. She was way smarter than me, way better. And
but was she normal?
Yeah.
No.
How many friends you had?
Yeah.
Every time, dude. There was a kid that had more than 100%. It was like 104 or something because he had done all the extra credit. And the teacher brought him up in front of everybody and was like, "This is a math class. He has 104 in class. That means he has never missed a single question on any piece of homework. He's gotten 100 on everything, and then he's done all of his extra credit." And I looked at him and I said,
"That's a big fucking target on his head."
That lines up because I saw that kid get picked up every day after school, and his parents had died or something, and he was raised by his grandparents that were in their 70s. And I was like, that kid's fucking weird. Like, he doesn't talk to anybody. He's being raised by old-ass grandpas. Yeah, that's you feel bad for those people that go through their teens with like a 70-year-old parent.
There was an old parent kid at my school who, this is fucked up because like he had the most insane. I didn't have a tardy until like junior year of high school when I realized like, holy shit, my friend's mom can sign me out and we can go play Xbox. Like what? Like I just started leaving school all the time. But until then I'm like I was incredibly like I don't know why I was so stressed about it. Like I had to be there. I had to be punctual, all the shit. There's a kid who didn't miss a day of school for like 5 years in a row through the like
shit.
He had perfect attendance, never a sick day. Kid's like ranked like 80th out of 80 in the fucking school. Like he's not doing well, but he had never missed a day of school, and all they gave him was like a big king size chocolate bar every year. They're like, yep, like he wins it again, like Michael wins again. And he's like, yeah, chocolate bar. I'm like, you're not even getting the benefit of being here every day. That can't be fun. You're here all the time. Like, oh my God. I think his parents would not, like, even if he was sick. Yeah, well, it's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
For a lot of kids there, yeah, it probably was. Sad.
Yeah,
you make me think I should reach out to him. How was your home life? Is that why you came to school? No, I love school. I love my parents. I had a horrible time picking if I wanted to be at home or at school. They're my two favorite places. I'm going to just pretend that is what he would say, and I'm going to feel better now all of a sudden. Yeah. Now I don't have to do anything. Good shit, man. You guys want to hear about the dentist?
Oh, shit, you went? How'd that go?
Yeah.
Give you new teeth or something?
Yeah, I got no teeth. Well, I went.
You have to get your wisdom teeth taken out, right?
I do.
He would not be fucking sitting here if you got him out. There's no...
I got 4 removed today. I'm actually the best recovery they've ever seen.
They told me I had to get mine removed, and I was like, I talk for a living. Like, I can't be fucking doing that.
You're only out for a week or two.
Yeah.
A week or two? That's a week or two.
Yeah. Well, it's like that or get fucked in your mouth horribly.
Yeah.
Like you
it's not doing anything right now. They're just sitting there.
Yeah, I know, until they're not, which is like what I've been dreading for a while. Like, because one of them's already, it's like completely impacted into my tooth, but they don't hurt. The reason why I started being like, oh, fuck. Oh. Yeah, no, exactly. And the reason I'm like, oh, shit, I need to go to the dentist is out of nowhere, like my gums started being super, like really sensitive on my canine and below it. And I had no fucking, I honestly, and they kind of felt loose the other day. I'm like, holy shit, I think my teeth are falling out. So I told him, I'm like, I gotta go. Like, I need emergency kind of like, you gotta get me in that place. I go there, I tell the lady, oh, okay, first off, every good story's got to bounce all around. Okay, I'm going to start. She was hot. Okay, but let's get back. And, I'm at the little counter and they have a family tree of like all the people that work there. Old, fat. One, I'm like, damn, like this, she's really hot. Of course, that's who gets me. I'm like, she's now going to see into my disaster. I don't even like people. I don't like the dentist for a lot of reasons, but I don't like someone being that like inspecting you and like looking into you,
seeing your vulnerabilities.
Yeah, and like on my mouth, and like I have this weird thing where like they put the instrument in my tongue. I keep touching like the thing with my tongue, and I'm like,
I play with it.
I don't like it's like intrusive thoughts where I'm like, I kept going. No, she was my like dental hygienist, and I was, it's not my zone. I've got very hit or miss with women in terms of just like, this is not the place to flirt though with your dental hygienist.
It's their job.
But it's just like, it's people being friendly, but I was picking up a little bit of, I'm not a guy that normally I'm like, she's hitting on me and she's not. I'm like, people are later like, dude, what are you doing? Like, why didn't you hit on her? I was picking up a little bit of vibage. I could not have been fucking worse in every scenario of like when she would say something, my reply or how I was acting.
They don't give you any time, dude, because they're always just waiting for you to stop so they can.
I know. Well, that was weird.
And put the tools in.
The mouth will, and like
wait, sideway for a second. When they don't give you enough time to suck on the suction thing to fully empty your mouth.
They don't.
That pisses me off because
they pull it out and it dumps all around.
Well, some of them just sit there and do like the back of your mouth for you.
That's why you close. That's why you close your mouth. You go, you're not fucking. I tell you when you take it out.
No, the problem is this lady would keep the tool in my mouth and then suction around and not get. And I don't want to clamp down on this goddamn like dental hook. Anyways, carry on.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. And oh fuck, you totally fucked me.
I'm sorry, dude.
No,
she's hot.
No,
Get to
she's
the part
got-
where she gives you a hand
She
job.
fucking
Yeah,
rips
where
deep
she,
in your
gets,
mouth.
where she keeps making me. She
She
goes
puts the-
close, and it's her finger. I'm like, what is
Yeah.
this?
She
This
puts
is
the
good.
lead vest on you and
Yeah.
jerks you off underneath it.
Yeah.
It's bending your cock in half because it's so heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a great disappointment. Oh, dude, okay, I don't know why I had forgotten the part where she is like, okay, so these people take their jobs very seriously, clearly, and they, you know, it's always like they're like, so do you floss? I'm like, well, I do right before a dentist appointment, but not normally. And they're
I
like,
started about 3 days
yeah,
ago.
I did. Like I did
100%,
earlier today, and my mouth bled like really bad. And they're like, okay, they don't joke around with it though. And she was like, how would you like say you're? I'm like, I'm like kind of worried you're going into like an oral disaster. Like, okay, like what is? I'm like, oh man, this is not plain. I'm like, I'm not like I don't have rotting teeth or anything. I just like my wisdom teeth are fucked up, and I lost my retainer when I was young, and. She starts, I'm like, yeah, right here, incredibly sensitive. I don't have, you know, I probably do. I wouldn't say I've got like really low pain tolerance or anything. This was the most excruciating and like constant pain I've ever had was her taking the water pick. And she was like, yeah, there's some like, I think there's bacteria buildup like in there. We'll just get that out. It's not like gingivitis or anything. She went at it for like 5 minutes, like would go around and then come back and keep it in. And now she's a pretty lady, so I was, you know, a little trooper. I'm just like
Gritting it.
I'm like, that's fine.
That's what you thought you looked like. You
Yeah,
look like
it looked like they cut a fucking onion right in your
yeah,
face.
dude. I was like, every time a little water would hit my face, I'd dry my tear also.
Yeah.
But like, it would genuinely, it hurt worse than when I broke my hand. Like there's so many nerves in your mouth. Like it just felt like she was sawing away at my gum while I'm, you know, completely. And it was fucking me up so bad. Then she'd go around. Then she came back with real floss and did it. And I'm just like,
like sawing away at your gums.
yeah, like I honestly got so close to being like, please, like I'm good. Like I honestly don't care. Because they were like, it's not a big deal, really. I'm like, okay, then why are we doing all this? Like, you're fucking
You're
killing
making
me.
it a big deal.
Yeah, I'm like, that's why I came in here is because it hurts so bad. And she was like
Well,
I love that water pick way more than the scrapey scrape.
Yeah, same.
Usually.
I know. Because when they bust that out, I'm
Hulk.
like, oh, cool. Like, thank God it's not going to be like 20 minutes like.
Yeah.
Oh my God, did it fucking burn though? It just hurts so bad. And the dentist comes in and they're like, how was he? Like, nice to meet you. And the lady's like, he had, you know, like, so he's got soreness in his gums, inflammation.
He kept
and
crying.
severe bleeding. And then she like looked at her again and was like, severe bleeding. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's half your fault.
Yeah,
'Cause you were
apparently
fucking
when
me
you
up.
pressure wash this guy's
Yeah.
inflamed gums,
Yeah,
they
like,
bleed.
Yeah, it hurt.
Write that
I
down on the
imagine
chart.
from what her
His mouth's having
view,
a period.
what she means by severe bleeding. Because I'm like sitting there, there's no way to look cool in a chair anyway. But now I got like blood all over my fucking
Yeah.
mouth. Like it's got to just look really gross. And at one point, you know, you have to get that like you put your mouth on the thing and the X-ray goes around.
Yeah.
And she had to like lift it way up. She's like, "Whoa, how tall are you?" And I don't know. There's like, you know, there's playing like aloof and like a cool, mysterious, hot way, and then there's just like, I don't know anything. I'm
You're an
stupid.
idiot.
I don't know why I said. She was like, "Oh, how tall are you?" And I was like, "I don't know." And she was like, "Well, you must be at least 6 feet tall." I'm like, "Maybe." And I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why am I answering like this?
Christ.
Like, it was too late. I'd already said it. I'm not in my zone there. I was like, I don't know. Maybe. Like, who doesn't know at least what area of height they are? Yeah, like.
I've never looked at
I'm
my
like-
license ever in my life.
I was like, this isn't cool to not know how tall you are. Like, this is just a
Yeah, I
weird.
guess I'm like really tall or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Or is it you're short? How tall are you? It was just like I just kept every time she would say something, I was just like, She's like, what do you do for work? Online, work online.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, so you work from home? I'm like, yeah, work
Basically.
from home. She's like, what do you do there? I'm like, work from home, online.
Internet job.
Internet, work online on the internet.
Yeah, web ink.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was a horrible experience. And my fucking mouth hurts so bad still. But that was, yeah, I feel like there was something else that happened
Was there
but-
even like what was
They
the
give you a
source?
lollipop?
Did you just have inflamed gum?
I have inflamed gums.
You said your teeth were loose yesterday. That was what made me interested.
My wisdom teeth are shifting. Oh yeah, wait. There is a weird thing. My wisdom teeth are shifting in, and they're moving all my bottom teeth. So that is like they gave me a referral for an oral surgeon. They're like, call them today. Oops, I forgot. But yeah, like they are fucking. They are now moving in and fucking my teeth up. I mean, I guess they slowly have. And when she did my X-rays, she was like, oh yeah, also we're only gonna have to take out 3 wisdom teeth because up here you don't have a molar and the wisdom tooth is just coming in there. And I was like, what do you mean?
Wait, you're just like missing a tooth?
No, yeah, she was like, you must have had an extraction. I'm like, no, I didn't. Like, I can remember every time I've been to a dentist. Yeah. Like, I would remember an extraction.
Would you swallow a tooth?
No, yeah. I was like, well, are some people just born without it? And she's like, no. I was like, well, what?
Well, first of all, she's fucking too dumb to answer that because people are born with a lot less teeth all the time. Yeah.
People are born all weird. I know, but she was like, yeah, so the wisdom tooth will just move in and take its spot. You only have 1 molar. She's like, you're supposed to have more teeth there. I was like, what? I'm like, you... like what? And she was not giving me any answers. So I was just, and she leaves the room, and I was just left with like, what the fuck happened? I don't remember ever. Like, I don't know when it would have fallen out. Like when my biggest tooth when would that have happened? I've never had extraction. Or like what? I mean, there's a good chance one day I was like, oh, it's just baby tooth, and it was just the adult tooth when I was a kid. I don't know. It's just gone. I just admit, like someone took my tooth or something.
You sure you didn't like eat shit when you were really drunk or something?
I mean, that's when I broke my hand. Yeah. I hit my face, but I don't think I shot it.
It'd be so hard to get a molar. Yeah, molar. Dude. Oh,
it must have been a while ago too, because the wisdom tooth is like almost fully in that spot. So
that's fucking awesome.
I wish that had happened to all of my teeth, so I didn't have to get. I am so scared about getting my wisdom teeth out. I don't like being. That's why I like acid, but I don't like acid where you're like out of control of your body. I don't like being out of control. That's why I don't like taking a bath, because I feel like, what if someone ran in the house right there? It's like, well, I'm going to slip around. I don't like being susceptible to attack.
You could do it while you're awake. That's what I did.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I have heard by the way, your wisdom teeth are connected to your jaw. It is like a bone fusion there. There's a joint.
Yeah, they had to saw it off. You could smell it, like you can smell a little saw sawing off your bone.
Like, they lay open your gums.
Oh yeah, they give you like numbing stuff, but like
they saw it out, break it off with a pair of pliers, and then sew you up. Yep. I'm not gonna do that shit awake.
It sounded and felt like they were hole punching my fucking mouth or something. It was weird.
I don't want to be awake for the.
I don't want to get out of there and like say something insane or like call my mom and call her the N-word or something.
They know you're under. Like obviously it's not. It doesn't make any sense.
What if I go live on Twitch? Like, I just have never been under, so I don't. I've heard it's kind of what some people think death is like.
Whoa.
Way, you just kind of slip away and then.
Yeah. I went under when I got my tonsils out, but I wasn't like goofy. I don't know what the difference was there.
Thought about that. I've never been in for like a surgery or anything. Like that's
you just fade to black. It's
scary.
Like you just wake up.
Yeah, it is scary.
Yeah, just watching Abby get like you can see like not the life, but the consciousness leave her eyes as
the soul.
Yeah. And then that guy starts fucking laying her open with a scalpel. I was like, holy shit. Like, I don't want this to ever happen to me.
You don't dream or anything?
I don't know.
When I went under for my tonsils, it literally like I blacked out, and then I just appeared in a wheelchair, fucking like.
I hope that is what death's like. You're just gone.
Yeah, it's just.
I figured.
Yeah, I didn't dream.
It's like before you were born.
Oh, what? You don't want any afterlife? Or anything? Just gone?
I'm okay. Well, I just don't buy it.
I want to be judged.
Also, I don't. Even when I was a kid, when I was raised like Christian very loosely by my dad, being like, here's a children's Bible, here's what it comes. Until like when I was like 10, I'm like, do you believe this? And he's like, I don't know anymore. My dad and sister died. I don't know, man. I'm like, cool.
Oh,
and No, like I remember always being very worried about the idea of heaven for like kind of like the, Tupac and Gangster's Paradise or whatever. Like there's, you can only do what, like, good things there. And also, like, what if I got bored? Would I ever be able to kill would I ever be able to end it?
It's eternity, baby.
Yeah, like, I don't like the idea of, I would like to live forever on Earth, maybe, until, like, if I could choose to kill myself one day, like that form of immortality.
What about the idea of all your burdens being gone and you're probably really happy? I doubt you'd be depressed in heaven or something.
Yeah, that's
like,
fair,
I
but
feel like all your ailments.
I don't know.
would
I've heard
I would almost
heaven
rather
described
just-
as just a constant worshiping of the Lord.
Oh, that's
Well, it's like
cringe.
a warm life. Well, I don't like the idea of
No, and
that, I wouldn't want heaven to be real, because then, like, what? Then hell's real, where they're
it's
like, it's a
cubicles
lake
of fluorescent lights in heaven, and it's really
It's a-
bleak.
Oh, it's all overhead lighting.
Yeah, overhead lighting.
No, no.
You each get a
that
praying
sucks so
cubicle.
much.
Have you ever seen The Good Place, the show?
No.
They do a good job
Why do
of
I know that?
displaying heaven and hell. I think I won't spoil it, but there's a famous, like, twist in the show, but it's all about these people going to heaven afterwards, and even that was like, this. I got some of my fears right here. They do eventually, though. They get the option, like, I've been here for so goddamn long.
Yeah,
like,
like,
I just
let
wanna
me
be
out.
I want to be dead.
Yeah.
And you
Take
can
it out
die.
for a bit or something.
Yeah, but no,
I
yeah,
don't
I
know.
think I would. I think I'm okay with the idea of just like, so
Done. Okay, what about this?
Turning off,
What about
yeah.
the difference between? I've heard some people would be like, "Oh, I would love to die and then have my body jettisoned out into space," and then some people say, "I want
dead, who
to,
gives a shit?
I want to die,
Frozen?
and I want to be interred into one of those like tree pods where like a tree lives off your nutrients and you grow."
Oh
And
yeah, I'd be fine
Yeah.
with something like that.
because there's like,
If we wake up as a tree.
that way, all the energy the earth created
Yeah,
made you, and then you get to return it to the versus the selfish
hippie
way,
shit,
which
dude.
is like just launch me and my microplastic infested body out into the goddamn sun.
shoot some jet fuel
Yeah.
behind me.
Yeah, burns.
Some chemtrails.
I got really fuck up my carbon
my fucking
footprint
problem.
before I leave. Yeah. Oh, did you see that? So they had like the Hubble Space Telescope. Now they have the Webb telescope.
Yeah, like it's like the advanced telescope.
And it's like
yeah.
5 times more sexy or something.
Whoa.
They were able to capture what they think are galaxies at a distance, or
There's a little alien waving.
yeah, there's a little green dude. Yeah. No,
Now time.
very like Marvin the Martian style, where the planet's so small
Yeah.
and he takes up like a third of it, and he's standing there
Yeah.
with a flag.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, it's basically they're so distant that they're like, these have to be older than what we had thought the age of the universe
Wow,
is.
damn.
Universe. Oh shit.
So that means this shit's been going on a lot longer. What the hell's happening, man?
Hey, what with all the UFOs going around lately?
Yeah.
Have you seen Edge of Tomorrow?
No.
I just watched that. That's good movies. It's about an alien invasion. It was better than what it was marketed as, but it's like it's alien invasion movie with a time loop element. And
Oh, what's like the worst movie that
Spoiler.
has like just bad marketing for what it is?
And it's a bad movie, or it's a
No, good
movie.
movie, but they just marketed it wrong.
I don't know. I feel like there's some pretty famous examples that do not come to mind right now. I've got
Wait, there was some movie that I was thinking of that they like
I'm trying to think of
they
it.
labeled it like a monster movie, and it really wasn't. And it
I
turned
mean,
out to
it's
be, I
definitely
think it was
happened before.
Babadook. I think
The
Babadook
thing- oh,
was like a.
That's not a monster movie.
No, it was kind of like marketed as like a
horror.
creature feature. I think Babadook only shows up for like a minute. You know.
The Pee Pee Poo Poo Man. What's that one
Yeah,
called?
the pee-pee.
Bye Bye Guy.
No, the
Oh
pee-pee
wait, I know
man.
one that's a famous example. Even before I Google, what Jennifer's Body.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard of that? I
thought that
remember
was a
that had a lot
porno.
of a lot of people. It was marketed as like hot Megan Fox, so gonna be all sexy and
It's like a
stuff, but it's actually like
creepy movie, right?
it's kind of, I don't know. I think it's more like campy and like I haven't watched it. I've heard it's good. It's like a she's hot. So like a worse marketed, or would that be like mismarketing?
Mismarketed. I feel like Annihilation kind of suffered from that. They kind of focused on it being like they like the trailer and everything.
Oh, like creepy
Kinda-
bear monster.
No, it was like, I don't think it was so much the trailer. I think it was just the way Twitter was at the time. But everybody was just like, this is like a stupid girl power movie. And I feel like it was just a good movie. And then the cast happened to be women. I don't think it was like a Ghostbusters remake type moment. But they might have come out around the same time. Because I just remember there was a lot of undue outrage about that movie. And I thought it was just a good ass movie.
Oh, you know, this one also isn't on this. I just gotta pull up a list, and it's like ad block. G.I. Joe, the second one, they killed Channing Tatum off like right away.
Yeah,
because this one's they put Godzilla 2014 as 10 because they like put Bryan Cranston in all the advertising. Then he dies like pretty early on. Jennifer Body's next. Oh, this is funny. You ever seen Kangaroo Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I remember that. I went to the movie thinking that the kangaroo was going to be talking like the whole time.
It's not like that at all. I liked that movie when I was a kid, but I hadn't seen the trailers.
Yeah. And same thing with
apparently people thought Drive was going to be like a Fast and the Furious type movie, like a driving stuntman movie, and it's you know what it is.
Yeah, it's way cooler.
Way more badass. Yeah. The pinnacle of being a man.
Yeah. There was some other movie that had, was it Snow Dogs or whatever with Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Oh, the one with the fucking, he has like a sled.
Yeah, there's like a scene where they talk. The dogs talk, and they use that scene a lot in the trailer. And so I thought the entire movie was like the dogs are talking like that, and it was going to be like a Scooby-Doo type thing, but with snow dogs. And that was there for one scene, and I felt like I was so ripped off.
You got fucking scammed.
Yeah, I got scammed.
It's a Disney movie too. You just assume. Right?
Yeah,
it's gonna be like...
it was just pretty fucking lame. That and Kangaroo Jack. I remember Kangaroo Jack being real deceiving.
I remember. I don't even think it was good, but I mean, I don't think anyone thought it was. But I remember I watched it multiple times. It's an 8% rating.
Oh guys,
oh my god,
these are some real gutter movies. The Inspector Gadget movie. I know I've said this before, but in the trailer for that movie as well, there was like this rocket or something that was shot, and it was really badass, and it doesn't show up in the theatrical.
That's fucked. I hate shit like that where it doesn't.
It
shows an awesome moment. It doesn't even make it to film.
Matthew Broderick. You know, he
killed
two ladies in Ireland. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Actually?
Yeah, murdered them. Cold blood.
With what I call
Broderick.
Yeah,
he was
killed.
He was like, I'm gonna drive on the right side of the road. And the Irish people were not about that. They were driving on the left side.
Let's play chicken.
And
he went, did I do that?
He won chicken. Killed 2 people. And then his co-star from Ferris Bueller's Day Off was actually in the car with him. And she was like, it was horrific, but he wasn't budging. He said, by God, I'll win this.
I kept telling him.
He looked right at her, did the cool thing. He stared at the girl while driving.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they just heard screams and explosion. Drove right through it.
I'm making my stand. I'm gonna force Ireland to drive on the right.
I wasn't even paying attention.
He got punished though. He paid like £100 fine.
Yeah, that's 2 lives.
I mean, justice served then.
Yeah, justice served.
Let's put him back in movies.
Yeah. I honestly, I don't think he's a great actor now that he's gotten older. Like his type of personality works when he's young.
I don't feel like I've seen anything he's ever been in, but like 2 things. This list. Oh, he was in the Tale of Desperado, or a little mouse movie.
What? They made a movie out of the Tale of Desperado?
You've never seen the movie?
I read that book a lot when I was a kid. A lot.
I've never read it, but I watched the movie.
Classic. Dude, have you ever had a book where the pages, when it's closed, the pages are all like different? Like they try to make them like rough tear on the edge.
Oh, yeah.
The Tale of Desperado that I had, that edition had like that going on. And I was like, it's like an olden book, an olden tome. And I would sit there and read it. I thought it was badass. I remember nothing about the book, but
badass.
I do remember it was had a little mouse with a big sword, a big like rapier or something.
Have you seen the movie Election with Matthew Broderick and Reese Witherspoon? Neither have I. I've heard it's actually a really good movie. It's from 1999. It's like a low budget, I don't know, like high school
A high school
election movie.
project. Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
but
election is he's supposed to
I
be?
think he's a teacher,
Oh, okay. I was about to
and
say,
she's a student.
if they're trying to pass off Matthew Broderick in
Yeah, he's a
1999
government teacher. Yeah,
as a student,
I thought he was a student at first, but then I'm looking at the pictures. I'm like, there's
I
no
hope
Wait,
not.
fucking.
Yeah.
Post one. Let me see this shit.
It's called just election. I've heard it's got good reviews. I'm a review whore. It's got good, but I don't know. Will I watch it?
No.
I don't have enough time.
Wait, he's a student in the cover. He's wearing
No,
like
he's
a
not a
fucking
student.
suit.
He's a teacher.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was gonna say.
Come in halfway through. What the hell, this guy's?
Yeah. I thought it was like Ferris Bueller again.
there is actually a movie from the Ferris Bueller era, I think, that still does hold up. Hold on, it's Matthew. I think it's called like The Graduate or something.
Oh yeah. What the hell? I thought you just meant
This guy
Wait, you're
just
just
loves
talking about
being in
any
schools.
movie in that time era that.
No, he's
This is 1967. I don't know if this is the right movie.
okay. Yeah, okay. Hold on.
He's not in The
no, the
Graduate.
freshman. The
Oh,
freshman.
I was gonna, Graduate's a
Yeah.
Dustin Hoffman
yeah,
movie.
that's a
There's a huge difference. The freshman,
yeah, and
The
Marlon
Graduate.
Brando's in it, and it's like
Oh,
kind
shit.
of a good movie. He has, I think it's like a Komodo dragon or something like that he has to like take care of randomly and like bring it
This
to a
was
restaurant or something.
after. This is after Godfather.
Yeah,
I'm
why is
assuming, 'cause
Marlon
they got-
Brando
he-
dressed
He's got the
exactly?
little fucking little flower in the suit, like dude. he
Yes, a
looks like
little
spin-off.
bit after.
He looks a little fat
Jeez.
and old, and
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, he's like an old mafia guy or something.
he's got a Komodo dragon that he wants him to look after.
Yeah. Okay, so the premise of his restaurant is they have like old rich snobs over, and then they have like an exotic animal that's illegal, like a Komodo dragon or like a weird emu or something, or like like a rhino, and they will parade it through the restaurant and go, all right, we're bringing it back to the kitchen to cook this fucker. And
he's
that's
eating a
what,
burger.
yeah, like Matthew Broderick has like this moment where he's like, I've now bonded with this thing that eats babies and shit, and should I take it to the restaurant to be eaten, or should I, like release it out into the wild of Central Park or wherever the fuck they are? I don't know.
Yeah.
And
Natural.
yeah, it's natural
Habitat.
habitat where it'll do no danger. I'll release it in Central Park where homeless people are on every bench.
Yeah, or one bite from its venom, its bacteria in its mouth
She
will
just
kill you
kills you.
weeks later.
Yes, sepsis
Yeah,
immediately.
within hours.
And it turns out at the end they parade the Komodo dragon through the restaurant, and then they go, all right, now feed them fish or whatever, like feed them, just cook up some chicken or some shit. They'll believe it's Komodo dragon.
From what I've seen of the synopsis, this is not like the main plot of the movie.
Oh, is it not? That's the
like
only
a-
part I
that's
remember.
Like a scene. That's like a
Is it just
scene
one
in the movie.
scene?
I think it's eight.
I am
Just
looking
a
at a
scene.
lot of it, and I don't see any Komodo dragons until like the fourth row from.
It's just a part of it.
Yeah, it's
Probably like the most memorable part of a. Damn, dude, there's a
Wait,
guy in
wait,
that
wait.
movie with a fucking chin.
a chin guy.
Look at this
A guy with
picture.
a chin.
Love those
This
dudes.
is fucking
Hell
picture for.
yeah. Dude, that guy looks like a bad guy from Scooby Doo.
Oh.
Doesn't he?
Yeah,
Or-
he
or
does.
like- or
Yeah,
James Bond.
he looks exactly like that one villain. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
It's
okay. So
crazy.
that's from
Jaws.
the
No.
early seasons of Scooby Doo when they're kind of more of like high school students and they're always hanging down at the malt shop. That particular bad guy that you're thinking of that looks exactly like him is from an episode where they go to a barn dance and that dude cuts the power to the barn and jumps in the back of the mystery machine or whatever. If I remember correctly, I think that's the same guy.
yeah.
It was like-
Let me find
I
it
have
out.
watched the first 2 seasons of Scooby Doo repeatedly. Yes, that guy. That guy. It's
Yeah,
exactly who it
yeah.
is. Yep, that guy's out at the barn dance, I think.
I could see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I looked up Scooby Doo barn dance villain, and that guy popped up. So
It's the
I
same
love the Scooby-Doo
guy.
villain.
It's the same fucking
it
dude.
literally looks like they are. That's perfect live action
They even got
casting.
the yellow eyes and everything.
Can you go? Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that
Hands up.
particular guy goes, ah!
Oh.
It does. There's 2 monster noises.
Yeah.
It's either like a ooh or woo or ah. Actually, there is like the episode where it's like an astronaut guy that has like a skull for a face, and he goes ah, 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 And he does like
Why do you know all these noises?
because there's like 4 sound effects in Scooby-Doo, and there's about 4 animations they use. There's like a little dance where it's like 2 frames and it goes back, and then their run, which is, you know, like if you rewatch that show, the animation for it is dog shit.
Lazy. They're lazy.
And nobody's lazier than the Flintstones. If you go back and watch the Flintstones, it is rough.
How long ago was that? When did it come out?
60s.
Hanna-Barbara, dude.
Yeah.
50s or 60s? Goddamn,
60s.
cut them some slack.
They sucked.
Yeah.
All right.
They had to draw that shit with their hands.
Yeah.
And shit.
Draw better.
Draw gooders, dude.
Yeah.
They should have made them look photorealistic.
They should have.
First episode, 1960. Holy shit.
For what? The Flintstones?
Flintstones.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, the moon landing didn't even exist. Jesus.
Oh, man. When did the Jetsons come out? I thought the Jetsons was cool as hell. Bad writing, but I always liked the sets and everything.
I could never get into it. It was just... I found
Hey,
it...
George Jetson.
I don't know. Too pedantic.
1962. It was 2 years later.
It
Yeah.
insists upon itself.
Jetsons insists upon itself.
Dude, my breath is so minty.
Dude, yeah, Abby's gonna...
Why you
It's gonna have a reverse effect. It's like, "Yeah, too minty." It's gonna
Yeah.
burn her eyes. when
It's
you-
like
Well,
making
I'm
out
used to
with
it smelling
toilet
like
bowl
garbage.
cleaner. It's
Like-
like way too stringent.
Yeah.
garlic and mint. Like
Yeah.
there's a difference, but they have...
It's
both
like,
have
yeah,
a weird
horseshoe
burning
graph.
effects.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, they meet at some point in the extremes.
You've gone too far. You're doing like,
It's
well,
too
I've got like
minty.
no control. Like when I get a pack of gum or mints or anything, I'll just sit there and I'll chew the entire pack of gum in like one sitting.
Yeah.
Just like, well, it's out of flavor. Well, it's out of flavor.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
were
like whenever you get
disgusting.
the gum roll that's in like the
Oh,
where you
bubble tape.
the bubble tape. I would just
Yeah.
pull it out and eat it like a hockey puck.
Ew.
Jesus Christ, you savage.
I put it on 2 pieces of bread and I make it in a little
Yeah,
bubble
it's
burger.
just a gum
Oh wait,
sandwich.
what was it? It was it's I think Sour Patch tape now,
Oh.
or it's like the sour straw tape, and it's fucking great. It's the same concept as like the gum tape,
Oh yeah,
but
I've
it's
seen
like
this.
it's sour. I love that shit.
Oh shit! I gotta look.
It's not gum though, is it? It's
No,
just like you eat
you just eat it, and
Yeah.
my kids got it, and they thankfully hate sour stuff.
Oh,
so they're like,
straight-
"Ugh, yuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, those fucking rock.
those rocks. So
Yeah.
every
Sour
time,
stuff while on a little bit of
Sour
Swede.
stuff's for
Yeah.
mature people.
So
I knew
used
what
to
you
sleep
meant by
on it.
just the burp and the hand gesture,
Yeah.
but yeah, I
That
think for
giant
the audio
air doobie.
listeners, he meant
Swede,
Swede.
Yeah.
which is not illegal.
Yeah, but
He did like a whole rolling paper.
well, thankfully, this is
animation.
nicotine. I smoke cigarettes.
Looking
now.
at you.
I would, if I had one beer in me, I'd want a cigarette so bad.
Jesus.
Go get a
First,
fucking
I want a
beer, dude.
beer really bad. Second, then I want a cigarette really bad. But I have neither
what take care of
currently,
it.
so I'm fine.
I saw like Keemstar said that this is we're really into Keemstar on this thing. No, I saw just like a weird reference to him. It was a screen cap of a tweet of his where he said like if you're ever having a panic attack, just try taking like 3 sips of a beer
Break.
and that'll like calm you down. And I wonder, is that just because like
It's,
I don't think he's like a
Alcoholic. You're going
beer.
through
I don't
withdrawals.
think he's like a beer guy. I think like maybe it's just something. Because I honestly, I don't know. Are you like this, Poop? The first several sips of beer is kind of shocking to the system. Like I'm not a beer guy. I think is what it is. But I drink them and I'm like, I got to get into this.
like, no, I can.
a big
I
bitter
used
fart
to
in
be
your
like
mouth.
that, like
Yeah.
fucking 5 years ago. But no, I
Now you
drink
like
one
them.
sip of beer. I go,
He's used to
oh.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I,
refreshing. It's like water.
I was raised on hams, dude. I can drink any beer you've ever had is 20% better than the best hams.
I don't even know what Hams is. Is that like a
2
brand?
Hams.
No, it sounds
It's
horrible.
a beer I used to buy in college, $10 for a 30 rack. And
Jesus.
we'd host little get-togethers, and girls would be like, "Oh my god! Like, do you have anything else?" We're like, cannot afford it. No, we do not have anything
Hams,
else.
dude. This looks
No,
like
yes, baby.
this looks like
Let
a
me see.
box of shit, dude. I
Some
don't.
people still drink. Like, and at the time, some hams drinkers gonna listen to this and be like, "Fuck you, hams
Yeah.
rocks."
I love
I was
hams.
like, guys, it's actually good. Like, I know it's like
Got me
just
through a
as good
divorce.
as like anything. I was in such denial. Like the second I started drinking, I mean, even like a Bud Light, I'm like, whew, that's crisp. That is nice. It's got a clean bite to it. Hamm's is like, it's got too much flavor, and none of it's good.
Too much flavor.
Yeah.
Could you tone down the flavor?
Yeah.
I can taste it, and I don't like it.
It's not your selling point.
You can get an awesome Ham's beer hat. A trucker hat.
I would definitely wear Ham's merch. It's so nostalgic for me, and a little bit of the
from the land of sky blue waters. Oh, they're like
oh wait, they're from
all their ads
Paul,
and everything
Minnesota.
are very, very idyllic, kind of northern, like Yogi
St.
Bear style.
St. Paul, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Very cool. Won't ever drink it though. Ours was more of like PBR. Like if you didn't have any money, PBR was usually what was. But I grew up in a house that had a kegerator on access at all times. So, dude, I have minted out way too much. I keep I got the munchies and I kept fucking eating mints, and now my mouth is ruined. I can
your
feel
tongue's gonna burn.
I can feel it in the gut, like my gut's minty.
Drink really ice cold water. You'll be like, you probably freeze over the camera.
Yeah,
dude, I've been crushing LaCroix like crazy. What is that
thing?
It's room temp tangerine LaCroix. Does not mix well. It's like orange juice after brushing your teeth. Tangerine LaCroix after a mouthful of mint.
In one sitting, I've had 3 different types of seltzer drinks, dude. I'm going through them. I want beer.
We're a men of youth.
Have you ever had these?
I feel like old people don't drink seltzer. No.
Olipop. You say old people don't drink seltzer?
Yeah,
I think that's what it's for.
You think?
They're so good. It's dude, you just got to try these, Sam. They're like it's sparkling water that tastes like root beer, and it actually has
what if they put
significantly more flavor than a LaCroix? Like it tastes pretty root beery. It's honestly kind of fascinating.
Why don't you just drink a root beer?
Because I don't drink soda. And
they're like
this is
bad.
This is 2 grams of sugar. A root beer is like 70 grams of sugar.
They're gonna fuck up your mouth pH and stuff, and he's got teeth problems already.
Yeah. Which imagine how much worse they'd be if I drank soda.
Right? See? Like this is a little bit acidic, but not bad. Not as bad as Sody Pop.
You know, it probably wasn't good. I used to eat lemons all the time. Like anytime I get them in a drink, just like chew on the lemon. I just swallow. I don't know why. I'd be like, I'm hungry. Eat a little lemon. Probably fucking up my enamel.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, how often are you eating them?
Every time I go out, they put a lemon in my drink. Lemon slice.
I mean, like once a day, I feel like wouldn't be that bad, but you know,
sometimes I get home and I see a lemon on the counter.
Dude, we go through lemons and limes a lot in my house because I keep fucking tricking my kids with them. They're dumb as hell. They'll
tricking them.
No, I'll cut a lemon or a lime in half, and I'll go, here you go, and they'll look at it every time and go like, I don't know, man. I'm like, no, it's good, and then they lick it and just do the face, and then and
that's why.
And I go, oh fuck, now I gotta make a drink. Now that I know you're not gonna eat this, gotta have a reason to have this lemon. God.
My parents used to like videotape me, like, eat this lemon. I'd be like, oh, you doing a little lemon face. Probably why I've got this reaction where I'm like, eat lemon, make parent happy. Just get something inside of me. Every time I eat one, I call my mom.
I remember specifically my brother getting like a big sack of Warheads. Of all the different flavors, we were talking about like which one was the sourest, you know, like the black one or the I think the blue one is personally.
Blue.
Yeah. But I remember us putting like 5 or 6 in our mouths and then having the camera ready for like the face, you know, everything's so sour face. Yeah.
Nothing's
probably
worse
on
than someone amping up a sour face though.
Yeah,
it's actually not that sour. I've seen some TikToks of that where someone's like, "I'm doing the 1 warhead challenge," and they get like, "You pussy! It's not that sour. Eat a whole lemon, you bitch.
Eat a lemon."
Dude, it's good to see you taking all these like hardline stances. Last episode, you were like, "You have to get absolutely Mike Tyson'd in the balls to make a ball like, oh, my balls are hurting. Like, all my friends do ridiculous. Like, you could basically stomp on my nuts with combat boots, and I wouldn't flinch.
Yeah, I wouldn't even blink.
I wouldn't even blink.
No.
And now,
No, dude,
and now
I
you're
just
like,
think the
pack my mouth with more.
That water pig into his fucking gums, that like humbled him. Dude. It was like giving birth.
I'm just saying, I could get punched in the balls while eating a whole lemon. I wouldn't even wince.
How badass are you? Are you cock and ball
beat you
torture
in
while
a
eating?
fight? I couldn't beat you
While
in a
eating a
fight, but I
bag
go
of
with my
lemons.
balls in a vice and sucking on a warhead.
You could turn my ball sack into jam. I don't care.
Dude, I
Then
remember.
if you hit me with a fist in the face, I'd. You shot me with a gun, I'd still probably die. But
Do you remember like those
My
like
dick into a
warheads and
spaghetti
stuff?
strainer.
Like they used to just make your tongue bleed. Like they would.
yeah,
What?
dude? Yeah, jawbreakers.
I don't
So you
remember
ever
that.
actually eat a big ass jawbreaker?
Oh, yeah.
It's like Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah.
It's just like like it's just grind your tongue fucking off. Sandpaper it with the.
Yeah, because it's got grit.
You got to
It's
see what the
fucking-
color is. Like you got to at
you
least get to
past
like.
the smooth,
Yeah,
and
you
then
gotta
it
know what
gets
you got,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, and then you're just like. Because I couldn't open my mouth big enough. Yeah, I'm like, oh Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Somebody stepped on him.
I don't know what. I just shifted my chair. I think I scared him.
Those things are gross as hell because like after you eat them for a while, you're not gonna eat the whole thing in one sitting. So
Put it
I
in the
remember,
fridge.
No, I remember just having it in a
Saran wrap
Ziploc
it.
bag in room temp in my room, and just anytime I wanted it, I'd just sit there and then poke it back in the bag, and it would just sit there and fester with my mouth bacteria and stuff.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Yeah,
It's gross.
pretty gross.
I wish.
And I was a kid too, so it was probably like, oh, I just ate a plate of spaghetti, didn't wash my hands or anything. There's spaghetti sauce all over my jawbreaker. Put it back in the bag.
You remember that? Yeah.
That is on. I prefer when I was saying I'm more now like goblin gas. I want like candy, like sour candy if it's around. Like I was definitely more of like chocolates kid because it's like your tongue's not gonna bleed from eating a
love
shit ton.
chips.
You're just gonna feel horrible.
Yeah.
Like one time I brought like a shit ton of suckers to a movie theater. I'm like, it's gonna last longer. It was horrible. Like my entire mouth was sore. But I could eat like 5 whatchamacallits and be like, I'm good.
Do you remember giant sweet tarts?
Giant.
I love sweet tarts, but no, I don't remember
so
giant ones. I'd
they-
love to suck on one of those. They're like hockey puck sized.
They're big. They're like this, like medallion, like maybe like that. And
I've never had a giant one. I've had a regular.
when I was a kid, I used to do like.
Oh wait, no, not sweet. I was thinking Smarties. Sorry, sweet tarts are whatever.
Well, these are great, I think, because they're kind of like. Do you remember Shock Tarts? They're like the sour version of sweet tarts.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
And these
look 'em
like giant. I think they had giant Shock Tarts as well, but those things,
urinal
if you
cakes,
eat,
dude.
yeah, they're like the size of for the audio listeners. They're like the size of urinal cakes, and you get 4 of them. And I used to get them when I like they were at this place called Tom Brown Park. There was like a little concession stand at the BMX park.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
and they
would-
come in a Wonka box.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I would buy those things, and eating one pack would make your tongue bleed.
Okay.
Your tongue would be bleeding after one goddamn pack every time.
Jesus.
And I have no idea, like, what if that's making your tongue bleed? Like you said about the lemons, like, what's that doing to my enamel in the long term?
Oh god,
'Cause you don't need
probably not
aggressive
great.
shit like
sanding
that.
it down. Maybe you just have really smooth teeth.
No, my teeth are jagged. Shock
What is this?
tarts. Oh, is
It's
this
a Shock
t-shirt?
Tart shirt.
Is it an XL, baby? What
It
this?
is.
Yeah,
I
there you
intend to
go.
choose
Shock
that.
Tarts.
You should get that.
That's awesome.
It almost looks like it could say you could take a Sharpie, make it say Shock Barts, and make it a Simpson shirt. Also,
Oh yeah, because
guy looks like
Yeah.
Martin
Shock
Simpson.
farts.
$40.
Oh yeah, it does.
That's not a bad deal right there.
Look how tiny the head hole is on that
I
shirt.
know, but honestly, I think
Yeah,
it would
it's for
play.
for
Do
a
you
little
think
fat
my
kid.
head?
fit your
No,
head.
that thing would be choking.
No,
me
no,
up.
you just like, but then once it gets to the neck, it looks nice.
Dude,
for a really fat
my head
baby
would
is
look
what
like
it
a
is.
fucking fat like pimple
You have to
sticking
put it
out
on the other way. You'd have to.
Dude, that is a really small. What
I
the-
know.
The head hole is tiny. I'm scared. And you know the elastic's all gone on this thing. It's probably moth eaten.
No,
and
dude, I
everything.
think it might be like like a half turtle type deal. Because I've got some shirts from back then where it's like it's not actually, it's just a high collar. I think the actual stitching below is where I think it would just fold up.
Oh, so
Like,
I'd
if you
have
look
a
at the
high
back
necked.
Yeah, it would be a high
shirt.
necked, but not that tight actually.
Huh. Yeah, I was
You look
really
sophisticated.
happy. I would look, dude. That's what I need is a little bit of sophistication. I'm really happy that Champion has come back in a big way. That used to be like,
Come back in a big way.
if you had Champion when I was a kid, that was like you were lame as hell, and then all of a sudden I saw it's like badass now.
It's a cool.
It was always just like
aesthetic.
Walmart brand. I don't know.
I mean, what are you, 5 years late on this upturn?
No, I'm not exactly 5 years late, but how often do you talk about clothing from the
That guy had
90s?
Champion
I don't know.
socks.
All the time at my thrift store. I was talking.
Yeah.
Just talking clothes by era.
I looked like a fucking idiot the other day because I've gotten to the point where like the people, I've got brand loyalty with this one thrift store that I go to. It's where I get like literally everything I own. Yeah, Goodwill. I've talked about people there, and it's like this family of really nice people and everything. And I was talking to the dad, and he was like, I used to work in an American Apparel, and he was just telling me about like jean brands. I had no fucking idea what he was talking about. And I was like, well, you guys really, I'm like, I've never seen them in here. You guys got to get a pair of Jinko jeans. And he's like, yeah, well, if you, in right behind him, hanging on the fucking wall was a pair of Jinko jeans. I just looked like I looked around to add to the conversation and said the first thing I saw. But they've never had them. And he's like, yeah, they're literally, he's like, oh yeah, you saw them? I'm like, well, I did not. And they're the biggest fucking pants in the world. Like, there's no way I didn't see them. I was just like, those are the only ridiculous pant brand I know of. I should have bought them. That'd be kind of bad. They're still there. No one's bought them.
That would be badass.
3 weeks.
Well, they're joke pants. Like nobody wears those seriously. Are you kidding me?
Well, he was like, yeah, they're pretty cool, right? I'm like, yeah. Cool. He's like, well, why don't you try them on? No.
Can't pull them
I'm
off.
good. I don't have room in my car for those. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine can you drive a car in those? Your knees?
That has to be like a danger. Like that's something you put on once you get to your destination. I feel like
I would play Skate 3 while wearing them.
for sure. Yeah.
So cool.
I remember when I was a kid, my mom gave us allowances for buying school clothes, and I would always go to like Old Navy and just because I didn't give a fuck, I would just get as much crap as possible. And then my brother would take his whatever amount of money it was, and he bought one pair of Jinko jeans, and like 2 t-shirts, and that was all he had for the school year. Was this fucking because it's like 4 yards of cloth in order to make these things. They're huge. It's like a giant amount of denim, and they were like at the time I think they were almost $200 or something like that. Like they were expensive. These were like the big ones.
Right.
Dude, what a
big
scammer.
ones. And they were expensive as hell. Oh, and then he always wanted to shop at
a sleeping bag.
Abercrombie and Fitch later in life. And my mom was like, we can't afford Abercrombie and Fitch.
He's too fat and ugly to be there.
Oh yeah, that was before the CEO came out and said, hey, if you're ugly, don't wear our clothing.
Yeah,
or
like
fat.
no.
Yeah, ugly or fat, get out of here.
You don't
Which
look
is
like
honestly
this.
badass. Well, what's funny is like the CEO was just like this guy that I think was just skinny his whole life, and then he was like, "Oh, I don't have to like work out," and so he was kind of just like built like ET, but wearing Abercrombie and Fitch's clothing is what I remember the little article looking like.
I get it for free.
And it's just like, I don't think you fit your own ideal image. You know, it was like Hitler when he's like, we only want like blonde hair, blue-eyed people. And they were like, well, what about like short little guys with greasy black hair and black soulless eyes? We don't like them. Yeah, none of those guys. Except for me, of course, but...
Wait, this guy looks like a fucking goddamn Oblivion elf.
Yeah, he's
talking shit.
Yeah.
He's talking shit. What the dude? His eyes aren't even like the right way. They're like
his eyes are all wrong.
His eyes aren't the right way.
Fucking weird. Look at that guy. Wait, that guy's saying, "Yeah, you're too ugly for my shirt, you fucking asshole."
That guy looks aggressively like an Abercrombie and Fitch CEO or something.
Yeah.
Exactly the type
Gary
of guy I
Busey
think is in charge.
He looks like Sting's
like
retarded brother.
It looks like he's from Denmark or something too.
It does, yeah.
God,
What the fuck?
There's an actor that this guy's bottom half face looks exactly like, but it's too much of a pull even for me to think of what the actors, what I would know him from to Google him. Oh, God. Oh, I hate this sensation. Dude, yesterday on stream, I was like, I made my title Game Man Gaming, and I was like, Game Man Gaming. And I'm like, what is that song? What's that tune?
Yeah.
I'm like, I like remember this tune. It took me like 2 hours, and I told my stream, I'm like, yeah, it's like stroke me, like stroke men, stroke them, and as a joke, and they're like, yeah, it's literally like the song's called Stroke Me or something, or like it's called Stroke, and those are the lyrics. Like I added it as a joke.
Yeah.
Oh my God, hold on.
No, he looks like Gary Busey. Kinda.
His top half.
This is killing Poop. This is
Yeah,
destroying him.
dude.
He's a
His
villain in
brain
a
is
comedy
fried.
with, I think, Adam Sandler. Hold on, I gotta do some analytics real quick.
He's
Listen, I'm rock solid. I had a ballsy play the other day. Like I'm pretty annoying to watch movie with, because like I keep it inside where I'm like, I know where that guy's from this movie and that movie and
yeah.
blah blah. And like I don't know how, but because like I don't even picture stuff too good. I'm really good with faces. And we were watching Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and we were just blasted. I'm like, dude, that chick's in Rush Hour too. And my friend's like, come on, man. Like, she's not in Rush Hour. Like, that's fucked up. I'm like, no, like she's on Ricky Tan's boat. Like, I know she's on Ricky Tan's boat. And it was the most like, oh, fuck, like Google search. Like, please don't just be like
I could have swore
Asian
she
woman.
was Chris Tucker's partner, like during that whole movie.
Please. That's Jackie
Her
Chan.
name's Jackie.
That's Jackie
Yeah.
No, I was like, oh. And I was right. And I was like, I win. Oh,
what a movie, by the way, Crouching Tiger.
yeah,
That was
it's an epic.
yeah, epic movie. I didn't get to appreciate it
Rush
when I was younger, because I didn't like get that type of movie, and I'm from the South, and my parents are just like, they're just like walking around on trees. What the hell?
Yeah.
And then like you watch it as like an adult, with your own goddamn mind, being able to make up your own goddamn decisions. And it's just it is a pretty
That is
beautiful.
the girl from Rush Hour.
Yeah.
You're right.
I know. Yeah, I know I'm right, dude,
That's
because I get that shit right.
That's the bad guy, right?
She's on Ricky Tan's boat. She's one of Ricky Tan's henchmen, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she's the one that like stabs Chris Tucker.
Dude, this was going to drive me fucking crazy.
You're still trying to
Yes,
find this
dude,
guy.
'cause I
You
know
sound
he's-
like me and Bizzle talking about. Brian brought up the concept of a posh wank, which is when you jack off
Yeah.
into a condom. And
Okay.
because it costs money, you got to jack off into a condom, you
Yeah,
pay for
you
it.
gotta-
There's no
you gotta pay for a
cleanup,
condom.
it's a posh wank. And then me and Bizzle were talking about like, what if we make a condom brand that is for posh wanking? You're not supposed to have sex with it. It is a
It
condom
sounded like
that is a one use, and you're just supposed to jack off with it and then throw it away.
It sounded
That
like
sounds
a
like a
vape.
female
The
condom.
name for it.
Yeah,
That's what
and
I need to fill it up and to fit me.
And they we came up with a name. It was called the Vista Julian, and we could, because we got it from Dark and Darker, when the fucking the cleric goes like Vista something Julian or whatever. Yeah, so the name of the condom brand was Vista Julian, and there was like one night where we were like, what was the name of that posh wank condom?
You guys literally didn't even do anything
Dude.
until you found out. It was just like
we were
how is
playing
this-
Hunt Showdown, and I think we stopped moving so that we could look it up. And the old footage from playing Homeless Simulator or whatever.
We gotta finish that game. That game was
I
awesome.
found him. And he is from an Adam Sandler movie. I knew it.
What's
He's
his
the bad
name?
guy from fucking Mr. Deeds. I'll post him in here. He's got that guy's mouth. And he's got his
that
mouth.
guy.
Oh, that's the king of real estate from American Beauty.
Oh, I haven't
That's
seen
the
American
king.
Beauty.
You haven't seen that movie?
No, I don't. I don't like watching Kevin Spacey movies. Sorry.
Oh,
It's a guy from Mr. Deeds. It's a mean guy from Mr. Deeds.
yeah.
I don't even know how you like what. How do their bottom halves look the same?
I don't know. I think he's just got the same mouth. I think
Yeah.
he's got the same lips and mouth
Very
as that guy.
fleshy,
Same little pretty
succulent
mouth.
lips. Yeah.
Listen, I don't know. This is how my brain's
little
wired
suckable
for
lips.
connections. It's like a.
That's the same
it's
mouth. I
Not
recognize that.
autism, but it's something about me just sitting in front of a TV and watching
Whoa.
movies. for
And
a
that
lot of
one,
my
he
early
looks like Timothy
childhood.
Oliphant a little bit.
Oh, yeah, he does.
That's weird.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, Timothy
Oh.
Chalamet.
Hold on. Let me see. Timothy.
Well, if you combine,
this has become
now.
us talking about shit, and then
wait,
Brian going, "Let's Google who that is."
and then
Matthew Broderick?
the audio listeners are going, "What
I recognize
fucking
this
mouth
guy.
are they
All right,
talking
just
about?"
imagine like the prettiest little mouth you've ever seen
And
on
then
a
that
40
guy
to
looks
50-year-old
like
man.
Bad Santa.
He,
That actually does look similar. I know who you're talking now. I
Yeah.
have to look him up, dude.
he's
I'm
a
so
great
bad with
actor.
names.
Yeah,
Terrible names.
he's a funny guy.
Yeah, the original Hitman movie. He played 47.
What?
He did?
Yeah,
No, he
What
didn't.
the fuck?
No way.
yeah. Timothy Oliphant plays Agent 47 in like
Holy
the
shit.
2004, 2006, I think.
Now I gotta look
Hitman-
that up. Hold on.
Hitman movie?
Hitman
What
movie.
the fuck?
2004.
It's really bad, dude. It is the worst goddamn movie.
Why is he playing?
Holy
oh
shit,
my
that's him.
God.
Dude, he's like a whole different guy when he's bald. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, well, he's Agent 47. He really becomes he did method acting in order to
Yeah.
take on that role.
Yeah, he killed a bunch of real people.
I know I've talked about this before, but the two Hitman movies that have come out have really highlighted the fact that you can't make a movie about
Shit, man.
Hitman without drastically altering his character in some way, because nobody wants to sit there and just watch this guy that doesn't talk.
Cold calculated, dude.
Yeah,
they just-
he's
Unless they did it well enough, that I mean, it'd still be cool. I mean, look at the
it would be
villain
good if it
from
was a
Old Country
movie.
for No Man. He doesn't talk much.
no,
If-
that's
yeah, if-
actually
that's what I'm saying.
that was my point. That's exactly what I was
Oh.
gonna
Yeah.
say. Was the only way you could do it is if he's the antagonist, and the protagonist is like
That's what-
somebody
that's what
that's
I'm
like
saying,
caught
yeah.
up in it, you know. But that
If it's not really, if he's not the main guy, right? Yeah.
because like 47 is
invading
kind of
Hitman.
one dimensional. He's just like, yeah, very Anton Chigurh.
I'm
Even
gonna put
Anton
on other
Chigurh has more
clothes.
I mean, he drinks milk.
of
Him
like
doesn't
a
even drink
creed
milk.
and everything than.
Yeah, what does Hitman even?
What does
I
he
haven't played a
believe
lot of the
in?
games. Yeah, what is he?
He doesn't
just
believe
kind
in
of,
shit.
believes
He's
in
just like,
killing.
I'm bald, and I'm bald, and I love killing. Amen.
Oh,
He's really
my,
religious, super religious.
my
You can scan my
dog's
fucking head.
like
and fight
growling. I have to
figure me
go
out.
check upstairs.
All right, go for it.
I'll be right back.
Hey, bring a weapon or something. The
I'm gonna bring
Gallagher hammer.
my cane sword.
Why?
Yeah. Oh,
Why does Hitman have a barcode on his
I'm
head?
gonna bring-
because there's like a bunch of hitmen.
If you just like got a QR scanner, just like or like a scanner, just scan it. When you be like that guy's
Yeah.
a killer, like it says right
Hitman.
here. It's like Hitman.
Hitman
47.
for hire 47 belongs to this underground organization.
Yeah.
Resides at this location. Safe house address, and then they give coordinates. Big
Yeah.
bad guy safe house coordinates.
What a flaw.
Yeah.
What a fucking oversight.
I don't know what would be on the back of that goddamn thing.
I'd put it under my ball sack. That'd be like the.
I would
hardest place to
Marcellus
find.
Wallace that shit and put a fucking Band-Aid over it 90% of the time. That's just me.
Or a hat.
Or yeah. I don't think a hat goes
A
down
beanie.
far enough. Like a baseball cap with like the little adjuster thing would still show it off perfectly.
Yeah. Just be like, tell you where to
Yeah,
stand.
it would look like it would highlight it. I remember when Abby got a tattoo like under her neck, and mysteriously like every shirt she has like some sort of like the back collar is like open or whatever, so it can show off her little back tattoo. But
What is it? Is it a little cat with a little middle finger? What brand is that?
a cat. Oh, Rip and Dip. No,
Rip and Dip. Yeah, is it a little Rip and Dip
she
cat?
got a Rip and Dip cat tattooed on her. No, it's something she
pretty
drew.
cool.
It's like a flower thing, and it says like something, and their mom got like the same thing on her back.
What a fucking copycat,
Yeah.
dude. Fuck her.
Well,
dude.
I mean, I think they got it to be like referential of each other.
Oh,
you know,
all right, never
And
mind.
I was like, all right, you could have
That's
gotten like a picture of me on your back.
fine. Yeah.
You'd think I'd be more important than her fucking
like a
mom.
full. Yeah, like, dude, get over
Bitch.
it, dude.
Yeah, get
Like,
over
mom,
it.
like,
She's your mom. Who gives a fuck?
yeah, like she
I'm
didn't
me,
like
I'm
come here or
forever.
nothing.
We're not gonna get divorced in a
mom.
couple years. I'm
Yeah.
forever. I'm here for the long haul.
How many times has your mom finger blasted
Yeah.
you? Shut up.
How many
Dude,
times is
what
your
the
mom
fuck?
eating your pussy? Come on, get my face on your back.
Probably like once.
Yeah.
Get over it, dude. Bitch.
Worried about the answer.
Yeah.
I hope I beat her in that category.
How many times should make you come? Fuck you. Oh man.
We might be neck and neck on that one at 0.
Zero.
Yeah, the female orgasm is actually a myth.
I heard it was a rumor.
Yeah. Costanza taught me that.
Propaganda.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
You kill whoever's over there?
Yeah, I went up there with my gun and it's clear. Hey.
Oh, Wojak face! I found plantain chips that I brought down here earlier.
What's
And
the
I found 4 little rabbit turds.
Soy jack.
Yeah. I'm soy jacking right now over these plantain chips. Look, they even got little cute little monkeys on them. Woo!
Whoa, because monkeys eat plantain chips, I've heard.
Yeah, they love these things. You always see them dehydrating them out in the jungle. Did you just phone laugh me?
What?
Yeah.
You phone laugh me. That's when you politely laugh at somebody audibly over the phone just so that they know you're acknowledging that they did something.
I was reading something else, but I was thinking it would be funny. A monkey like starving but waiting for the sun dry instead of just eating a plantain. That'd be silly. That wouldn't be what I didn't think a monkey would do. Not even by a mile.
Oh, these are coming in at the right time. These are great.
All right,
At your
guys,
peak
snack
of being
time. It's
high.
snack podcast
It's
snack time.
Brian,
Yeah.
what do you got?
I got
What
nothing.
Mom
I'm
back
going to
you?
make some chicken
There you go.
nuggies.
Open up.
Chocolate covered
Yeah.
almond.
Whoa.
Get a little snacky, Brian. Get a little.
Chocolate covered lemon.
Open up.
Almond. Give it.
Oh.
Ow!
There you go.
In
Oh,
my hand,
wow.
son of a bitch.
I told you, poop. You gotta have a flat palm, or else you'll
Yeah, so
like
I
feeding
my
a
horses.
horse.
Lick it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always feed my
man.
horses while I lift up their lips and I shove shit in their mouth.
Oh man, actually, I recently brought my kids to the
Petting
no,
zoo?
it was there was a petting zoo at the Highland Games. I went to that Scottish festival thing,
Oh, yeah.
and
You get feed a real Scottish guy.
yeah, you get to feed an old Scottish man from a tankard and a big heavy beer.
Little beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can't lift it up by himself anymore.
Mom, he's drinking. Mom, look.
To feed him peanuts and shit, little bar foods.
Wings.
I fucking hate Scottish people, man. I wish Matthew Broderick had gone a couple miles down the road. He's probably
so
on his
close.
way to Scotland. Go kill a couple of those bastards.
Anyways, yeah, there was a petting zoo there, and my nephew, who I've been so nice about and talked about, that little motherfucker does not listen to you, dude. And sometimes, if my brother wasn't there, I'd fucking give him a little bit of
You sound like your mom.
yeah. Well, he's not
said
my
2
kid,
days
so I'm
ago
not
you-
responsible
Yeah,
for
exactly. I don't care if he gets
Yeah.
fucked up.
my goddamn nephew. But he was sitting there feeding like a cow thing. I was like, yo, keep your hand flat, dude, or else he's gonna bite your fingers. You know, a little pile of food there in his hand. And the kid has his fingers like this. He's like, I am. And I'm like, I'm not dumb as shit, dude. I'm looking at your hand. It's clawed up. And the cow starts to go in. He's like, I am. I'm like, flatten your hand like this. And I pull his fingers down, make them flat. And he goes, I am. And then relaxes them again. Fucking cow bit the shit out of got 3 of his fingers.
Yeah.
And I just walked away. I saw that they
was
weren't
flat as
broken.
fuck after that one.
They
Kids are
hydraulic
just
pressed
dumb.
those fingers until they were flattened.
Oh,
Nah, he was
God,
fine.
2D on the
Yeah,
ends.
it's just- they just fall over like pieces of paper.
Yeah. What are they?
Yeah,
Just fucked
animals
up.
like that are creepy. Cows are a lot bigger than I feel like people that I guess it's pretty rare for someone not to have seen a cow, but I remember when I was seeing cows and I was like, I did not know they could be this big.
Yeah.
I mean, quite large, a cow.
Now I understand when people say you're as fat as a cow. I know that that is not
Yeah.
a compliment.
They're
They're-
Like, yeah, that's actually mean as shit.
What?
I thought,
That? Well,
I
it's
thought
like
it
there's
was just
such a
like a-
difference between seeing a picture or a video one and like, it's like, you go see a rhino. You're like, holy shit.
That's why I want to see the Grand Canyon, because I've heard stories of people fainting at the Grand Canyon.
Oh,
And
when I saw it when I was a kid, I just
looking
went,
down at it.
yeah, some people walk up and go like, but I
yeah,
feel
it's
like
just
as
like
a
a big
kid, you
hole.
don't have a good sense of
No.
scale.
dude,
But as a kid, I feel like you would make it would seem bigger, because I remember going to Disney World and going like, whoa, the castle's like huge, man. And I got brought to the Biltmore State when I was a child, and I thought it was huge. And then I went back like when I was 27 or something. I was like, so what? Like, fuck this place.
you know why it wasn't that cool to me when I was a kid? Well, at first it sucks. I saw the coolest shit when I was a kid, but it's because in the back of my mom's boyfriend's RV, we had goddamn TV with Halo 1 co-op going.
Ooh.
I think we had Halo 1, maybe 2. And so it was, they'd be like, look, it's the Mount Rushmore. Look, it's the Grand Canyon. And we're in the back, you know. Shut
With
up,
your
bitch.
shit.
Look through the little windows on the Winnebago.
It looks hot out there. Okay, I'm standing here. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, but
It
you know,
was
you were
cool,
just
yeah.
training for your future job.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it,
It's
being
an explorer.
responsible.
Yeah.
Oh, as
I
a
mean,
gamer.
Yeah,
first.
you're
Yeah.
ignoring your explorer.
It's a podcast.
You're putting in your hours, man.
Podcast guy that goes on a hike every once in a while. I get to stay in game, but when I need to go out of the RV, I can. Okay.
But only for a minute or two.
Yeah. We got the whole classic like bison on the road. You ever seen a bison? Those are big. Or buffalo or whatever.
It's like a hairy cow.
On the road.
A hairier
It's
cow.
like a hairy cow with the big back arch.
Yeah.
With
The
bad
nerds of
posture.
cows, they got the big
Yeah.
nuts back.
Yeah. Nerd neck cow.
Yeah, they're I don't know why they killed
Oh.
them all, probably because they're dumb as shit looking, but got big ass heads compared to their
Goofy
body.
fuckers.
Yo, we were talking about going to Vegas. Isn't like
yeah.
TwitchCon in Vegas this year?
Yeah.
I thought that's what
Yeah.
we were talking about Vegas. Yeah.
That's badass.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. I'm going to that one for sure.
You
I
know
hope
where
they
the
have, like, a
European one
casino.
is?
Yeah, it's in Paris, and I was like,
Paris.
I'm not going all the way to Paris and then gonna sit in a fucking convention center.
Dude, if I
Nerd
happen to
factory.
go to that one, I doubt I will, but I am not going. I'm not going to that goddamn convention center. I'm seeing who wants to meet up. I'm going to eat good ass food. I'm going to go to the places I went last time.
Yep.
Hit up a couple of bars. It wouldn't be nearly.
show
The
people
problem
around,
is
yeah.
like it'd be cool to go to Paris TwitchCon, but it wouldn't be nearly as fun of a like France trip as the one I went on because I wouldn't be there with my friends' rich parents and their like beautiful home in southern France. I'd just be in
A
Paris
shitty little.
Yeah.
and probably in
Yeah.
a really shitty Airbnb. That'd be really
The
expensive.
French ghettos.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and the
expensive,
thralls.
man.
I'd bring my guns somehow, and I'd be fucking. I could definitely see myself doing a little bit of a midnight in Paris thing. So I rewatched that movie recently. Have you seen that movie, Sam? Woody
Dude, I'm
Allen
sorry.
at his
These
best.
plantain chips are
Shut
like.
the fuck
know,
up!
you're
You're
fucking
gonna do the
a
thing
lot,
that you did with
dude.
the mints. Okay, you're gonna overdo it.
You can't overdo it on plantain chips, though.
You should watch Midnight in Paris, though. It's a great.
Woody Allen, I don't watch him because he
Yeah.
fucked his stepdaughter.
Listen, he's not in the movie though, so
Oh,
you don't
he
have
just
to.
made it. It's just manufactured by a pedophile's hands.
Yeah, it's Owen
And mine.
Wilson
What?
and Rachel McAdams. Rachel McAdams severely underrated, I think. And it's like it's good for little history nerds that like artists and writers and stuff. It's a lot of that. Do you know the plot at all?
Of what?
Midnight in Paris. It's
For
all about
history,
people.
It,
It's all about
it's
people.
about how like at midnight people turn into creatures in Paris.
Yeah,
right?
it's a monster flick,
Nice.
creeper
That's cool.
movie. No, it's it's all about like people who are like, I'm born in the wrong generation. I wish I was born back then. And like he
So you can
goes
get, like, a
and down this
disease.
alley or whatever, and like at midnight every night, like a little thing pulls up, and he goes to like the 40s or something in Paris, or like the 30s or something. And I'm gonna butcher. I just watched the movie like 2 months ago.
40s would be like the Nazis.
No,
taking
yeah,
over
no,
or some shit.
like 40 exactly. No,
Yeah.
when the fuck it's gonna be like 1990? No, it's like maybe 1910. Then I gotta look this up. I'm gonna
I
be
mean, like,
wild
what,
here.
like, how old is this
Wait,
alleyway?
1920s.
Yeah. Okay.
Because there's
Roaring
like Hemingway
20s.
and shit. Like he goes back and he sees a bunch of historical figures that are like there while he's there, and he
nerd.
talks to them all, and then he meets a girl who's like, I want to be in the 1890s. He's like, why would you want to be in the? You know, he learns the lesson of like everyone wants to be back and whatever, blah blah. It's a good movie though. I'm not afraid to say it. Anyway, I could see myself doing that if I went to Paris, just going on my own little jaunts, kind of fall in
Saying that you
love.
wish it was the 1800s.
The Parisian woman, no. Or maybe a little French detective shit where I just listen to some, little French jazz and kind of wear like with a little maybe tie.
Take some shrooms and walk in a dark
Yeah.
alleyway in France. Yeah.
What kind of, if you could be a kind of detective type, would you want to be more like classy French detective, Miami Vice detective, or like noir, like suave detective? Because I've been thinking about this lately.
You're missing the fifth
Yeah, okay.
detective.
There's probably like
What's the
10
fifth
The
titles.
fifth detective
Inspector
is
Gadget,
I found
bitch.
the guy that I was
Robot.
talking about like 4 podcast episodes ago when I said that there was a kid that we went on a camping trip with and his weird ass family stole all the cookware and stuff and then left
shit.
at night, and I was like he's like from NCIS or something. It's from this show called NYPD Blue.
Oh, I think I've heard of that
And
show.
he's like this little bald guy that looks like the Penguin. And he's just like, I've seen it all. Like he's like that kind of guy. That's the kind of detective I would
That's what
quickly
you wanna
turn
be?
into. I don't want to be.
hilarious.
I'm not saying what I would want to be.
What
I'm
the
saying
hell?
who I would
I
be.
asked you who you'd want
Wanna
to be. 'cause
be?
He
I'm a-
does look
Yeah.
like the Penguin.
Yeah, this guy, that's exactly what that guy's
Yeah.
slimeball fucking dad looked like. But no, I would probably end up being like God,
burnout.
I'm not cool enough for like the Miami Vice, like break all the rules type shit.
Yeah,
you
wear
know?
like a fucking, cool shirt with a pattern on it.
Yeah, no belt.
Yeah,
My
do
blazers,
cocaine and
no
drive,
belt.
drive a convertible.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like
also
the-
like the
Detective
kind of LA
Ely.
noir type's pretty badass too. Wear a little hat.
Like a Columbo type.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'd probably want to
Oh.
be like, probably
Columbo.
like Columbo. I think. Just he's a real
Where
shrewd
you just-
detective.
Where you just have a whole conversation with them and then you hit him with a fastball.
Yeah,
at
at the
end,
very
just
end,
like,
hit him with.
find
Actually,
a
you know
lane.
what? I'm going back. I want to be like Monk. That guy
I was,
had it
I
all.
was thinking that earlier.
The legally autistic.
They made me watch Monk when I was in that hospital.
Yeah, I would want to be
Apparently
like that.
still
He's
that
got a
shit.
hot assistant. He's always 4,
Well,
8,
then I
7
choose-
steps ahead of the bad guy.
I want to be like Psych, where everyone thinks he's a psychic, but he's actually just like Sherlock Holmes, really good at deduction.
Yeah.
But he's so good at it, he can pull off pretending to be a psychic. I'd want to be like that. This was a stupid question and received stupid answers. What did I
I want to be like
expect?
Constantine. He's a detective, right? That's
Oh,
kind of.
Is Lupin the Third somehow a detective? Because I don't
Yeah.
want to be like Lupin.
Oh fuck!
Oh shit!
You could be like any
Badass.
of these guys.
I changed my answer. I changed my answer.
Yeah.
I'd be like Lupin. I only watched that like Ghibli Lupin movie once.
Wait,
But
they
I-
made a Lupin the Third movie.
Ghibli?
Lupin the Third, Castle
yeah.
of Castigliago. That movie fucking rocks.
Are you not able to hear my bag crunching? Are you?
Yeah, you can.
We've been hearing it for
Yeah,
like 20
Stolt's
minutes
gonna be
now or
like,
something.
Jesus Christ. But like
You've been
this,
blasting
just
it.
like art style, it's so goddamn. It caught me off guard at how much I liked it.
Picturesque.
It's got that.
That's
classic,
a show that like I didn't realize how fucking old it was, and then you
Lupin?
Yeah.
you look it up. It's like
80s, 90s.
oh, it's like the 60s or something. Like
It's
really?
70s.
Holy shit!
it's old
Really,
as shit.
Lupin? I didn't even know they had cartoons.
I
back
know,
then.
right?
The
Good for the
Jetsons.
Jetsons.
No, this is from the 70s.
Lupin is
Yeah. I looked up 79 actually. So,
what?
but
Okay.
Yeah. But
What?
Oh, it really,
maybe you're talking about some sort of earlier, worse one.
Original run, 1967.
I'm not talking
Like
about a cartoon
1969,
show.
yeah.
I'm talking about this movie.
Oh no, I'm talking about the
Oh.
show.
I'm talking
Lupin
about
Third.
the
Yeah, the
Miyazaki
show, the-
movie.
Yeah.
the anime.
No, Miyazaki made a Lupin movie in the 70s. That's really good.
What
Why the
hell?
fuck would I be? I don't know what you're talking
Because
about.
that's what it's based on.
wait.
Yeah,
Now I'm getting way confused.
Okay, you don't need to know whether or not
Lupin
you're
the
confused.
movie is based on Lupin the Third. The
we
anime.
were talking about the
I didn't
show.
know that was in the
I just
60s.
I was remarking that the IP is a lot older than I thought it was.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. But now I don't know when this one.
Probably why he has such an old guy name, Lupin. The fuck.
That's a cool name.
That's a badass.
They
name.
made a French Netflix original called Lupin. That's kind of about him as like detective.
Why are you coughing?
Sorry, I was
It's
coughing.
actually it's a good ass show though.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Now that you were coughing, it definitely made me think about the bag less. But I definitely heard the bag still.
Oh.
I definitely. You should keep doing that.
Yeah, I'll keep aggressively coughing every time I grab more.
Eh,
But you know, I do these little things for the patrons. They don't want to hear all that
That's
rustling
good.
and bustling. You know, they know I'm well fed. Hide it a little bit.
Your money feeds us. Your money feeds us. I'm pretty hungry right now, patrons.
I could fucking.
Yeah.
I would pay.
I haven't eaten today except for a little
a
tiny.
ridiculous
more
amount of
food.
money for like just like a nice like burger or something.
What's a ridiculous amount of money?
I would
how
Venmo.
rich you
I would, if
Yeah,
someone
that's
just walked in my room right now and gave me like a piping hot burger, I would
Dude,
Venmo him like $50.
You know you can just go on Uber Eats
Yeah,
and get paid like $20 and get
Yeah, but the problem is one, it'll make my dog bark.
yeah.
Kids are asleep.
yeah. So you want no dog?
I want no dog barking. I don't want it 20 minutes from now when I'm tired and want to go to
Yeah.
bed. I want it now. I want it
Yeah, that's
in my
fair.
hands now.
like that little fucking green genie from the Jetsons.
Yeah,
Just
I want
like,
to end this
magic the burger in
episode
there.
going just, all right, guys, bye. And then just you hear me crunching down on that brioche bun.
She's gonna use like hook imagination to just like ow, and I'd taste it and feel it. Ow. That's kind of like the listeners. We could trick them into like that hook shit where they think we're eating.
Mm-hmm.
That's because they love the sounds of us eating. They always remark on it. So we should pretend to be eating.
Yeah.
Like, oh, pass me the turkey. Oh, it's good. Oh, here comes some grapes.
All right, send this segment to Lisa.
Yeah.
Actually,
Jesus.
oh yeah, she's got like a condition.
Autism.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And she's like, if I hear people like chewing noises, I get
Just
like
screaming.
Yeah, she starts freaking out and she rubs her shit on the walls and stuff and writes things.
It's
in
honestly more annoying than people chewing. I don't
yeah,
know.
I'm like, this is a gross overreaction. But speaking of people like fake eating stuff, did you see that East Palestine, Ohio thing? The governor, I think his name's like DeWitt.
Oh
maybe?
yeah, was Mike Dewitt or something? I can't.
Yeah.
Every time I go into Ohio, it says the governor is.
Yeah,
the big
Mr.
sign.
DeWitt, and then
Mike DeWitt.
the EPA chief were in some lady's house in East Palestine, and we're like, "All right, guys, we're gonna prove to you that the water's safe." And they all pour a glass from her sink, and then they fake fucking drink it. You can tell they just go like
glug.
nothing goes in their mouth. And especially the EPA chief, who's like, "Holy shit, this place needs to be burned to the ground.
That's so
Needs
fucked.
to be evacuated."
We're fucked. We're
Yeah.
fucked. We're all fucked, man.
Oh, you are. You're close to him. I'm fine down here. DeSantis has me nice and
Yeah.
safe.
So I'm
It's been a
drinking only
while.
LaCroix, the purest water.
Yeah.
It ain't contaminated. Well, bottled in Columbus, Ohio, motherfucker. No!
Bottled last week.
Drank 15 of these today.
The best.
Dude, I'm cracking. I don't know. It's not because my binge drinking, but it is. But something about these, like the little bit of, like seltzer. It's just like you drink one. I've never been more hydrated in my life than I got. I think I've drank 12 of these today.
Oh my god.
It's like, what are you looking for? More snackies? Where's that
Dude,
hamburger?
Yeah, he's got like a bottle. Did you smoke a bunch or some shit?
Nah, man, I'm good.
Smoking the pipe?
I'm good.
I don't know where it went, but Abby got me this basically like a gallon water jug.
Nacho cheese.
And she's like, "You need to drink this every day." And she fills it up at the beginning of the day. And by like the end of the
Holy
day,
shit.
like only like a third of it's gone. And I feel like I am working on this thing. Like I'm working on it more than I'm working on editing. I'm like, all right, man, like in 5 minutes I can fill up my belly again with water and I'll get this down.
You sit around all day. You don't need that much
I know,
water.
I don't
That's
need
like-
it, but like
You're not going around
you are
picking
never
berries and
escaping
nothing.
these handler accusations, dude.
Yeah,
I got-
I know.
I got like such
It really
a, okay, I
is.
went to the doctor and my blood pressure's so goddamn high. Probably because all these
Water?
salted plantain chips.
It's all-
Well, the doctor's like, either you got like rage issues or something, which I don't.
You definitely
And
have that. Yeah.
either that or it's like a salt intake. And I'm like, I don't think I eat that much
I
salty
need to
stuff.
up
Eat
my
fucking
salt
pretzels
intake.
every day. I hear you eating a bag of rolled golds, dude. That's definitely what it is. You're definitely
I want a
eating
big
a shitload of
salty
salt.
hamburger. You just said
Yeah.
goddamn 2
Yeah,
minutes ago.
yeah.
So the
Extra
doctor
salt
said
on top.
if you drink a shitload of water, it dilutes the salt.
Balances
Yeah.
it.
Turns it into salt water.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
And so
I,
the higher your hydration, you're pissing out your salt quicker, so your blood pressure will go down.
those
You should just drink
lettuce,
soup broth all the
last time I raided lettuce,
Water.
yeah, one of those Yeah, it's just big ass, like, this is for a week of water. It was yellow in there. You put some sort of supplement or something in it. It's so gross. Like, oh, thanks, man. Thanks for the like, just drinking. He just been working on it. And it was like halfway into his fucking it was like 3 gallons of fucking water. It was disturbing.
It's like those football game
yeah,
kegs
and
or
I
whatever
know
they use.
people like that. I have one friend who, since there's a BP in our town where you can put a quarter in, fill up a water thing. He would just drink, like, I don't know, what, a gallon of milk thing, just fill it with water, take it everywhere, take it every person's house he went to, take it to school, anything. He's just constantly drinking water, fucking pit stains out his ass. Like, always stuff. Like, dude, you are overhydrating. He would drink so much goddamn water. And now he's bald, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I don't know if that's related or what, but
That's part of it, you know.
Water starts shooting out of its head.
You should get those little backpacks with the
little
straw
camel
that comes in your mouth. Yeah,
So you can be working and sucking it.
I thought I brought it in here. It is comically large, but mine doesn't make the gross lettuce noises where it's like he looks like a baby goat, like up at that big. Oh, that would be great to have one of those suspended with the little hose.
Yeah.
Have a big
hamster.
A hamster hose, yeah. That would be awesome.
Sweet.
Put a gallon in there.
That'd be a great visual gag.
But everybody talks about
I installed this. I gotta drink one of these a day.
Every like weightlifter guy always drinks like a shitload of water, like a gallon of water a day. It sounds like, oh, like I could do that. Try to drink a gallon in a day. It's
I might have.
It is so much water, dude. Yeah. I have yet to be able to do it. The most I've gotten down to is like, I felt like my job that day was drinking, and I got down to like, there was like a fifth of it left at the bottom. And I was like, I don't want to get up and have to piss all fucking night. So I'm not drinking past like 11 o'clock. And I was like at that, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm going to take one more piss before I go to bed, and that's it.
We should have a water off next podcast where you can drink the most water right before bed. I had to get out of my bed like 10 times.
There's that lady that died drinking water, so it's dangerous. I don't want to do that.
I think you have to win a
Abby's
Nintendo
like,
Wii,
keep
right?
going, drink more.
Yeah.
This exact amount that killed a woman. Are you saying you're as weak as a woman?
It takes away all my salt. I'm just completely devoid of electrolytes, and I die.
Gatorade.
The only thing saving me is these plantain chips and all their salt.
She doesn't
and
know those are in the house. Secret stash.
Smuggle them in.
Mints and plantains. My rations. And when I combine them, my God.
She does have a strange like stranglehold on. She vets everything that comes into my mouth. Like she fucking makes like my breakfast and my lunch and my dinner. And my little snack at 2 p.m. She makes my latte while I'm in the shower and everything. Like I haven't touched my hand to a stove in fucking like a year.
You know how lucky you
were
are.
Playing Atomic. He got like a text or a call from her. He's like, "Yeah, that's Abby telling me my lunch is almost ready."
You've got it.
It was chicken wings, so that's awesome, dude. She made him chicken wings. That's fucking.
Oh yeah, she did them just like I like them, burnt to a crisp, and then you put sauce on them, so they're still wet. They're moist. Yeah, salt them a little bit. That's what I hate about buffalo sauce. Is it's never salty enough. So I always add salt to my buffalo wings.
Is this missing something? I can't put my tongue on it.
Yeah, if my lips aren't bleeding by the end of a meal, then it's not salty enough.
That didn't look like I was smoking on a fucking crack pipe all day. It's not good enough.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah. So for some reason, my blood pressure is like 180 over 100, and I don't know why.
So 280.
Yeah.
Not even right.
Why don't we? Didn't you say 180 over 100? Like 180, like plus 100 is what
over 100 would be a fraction.
Oh, but I was thinking like going up, like if you're counting.
Be 1.8.
Remember, I dropped out of school. That I don't do math jokes.
I wasn't doing fractions.
I never learned all them number things, dude.
I don't know how blood pressure works or what mine is, but
Yeah, I don't get it. It's just like big numbers.
I'd have to figure mine's got why you don't go to doctors ever. So, but I'd imagine it's okay.
Yeah.
What are the side effects? Like you or like what's a tell?
Heart palpitation.
Oh, I do get
I'll
heart
sit here at my
tightness.
desk and I'll like hear my heart beating in my ears.
Ooh.
That's a heart palpitation.
No,
Pretty
that's
sure.
just like your blood pressure's so high you can just there's like a lot of pressure in your head.
Okay.
I've been getting like chest tightness every once in a while. We're like, I'll just be doing something, I'll turn, I'm like, oh, and for like 5 seconds I have to go, oh, and then I'm fine for the rest of the day. Is that,
somebody stabbing
that
the
blood
lung?
pressure?
I don't know if that's blood pressure, but
Oh,
Maybe a heart.
I think you can get like
Some shit.
anxiety, like tightness in your chest. I get that sometimes.
I
Yeah.
rip out all my hair. What is that? Is that blood pressure? Is that a sign of like, my adult teeth are falling out. Is that blood pressure? Is that something?
Is it? Are my night terrors blood pressure?
Is that something to do with blood pressure? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. That's not what I went to school. I can't believe that bitch just told me my tooth's gone with no explanation.
Yeah, your tooth's fucking vanished.
I think I might have fallen asleep one
Like
night with a
Chris
little bit of Mountain
Angel's.
Dew in my mouth and it just dissolved it or something. That's the scariest thing I've ever
That is
heard.
honest. That is.
Is that what you like? Look at me, the kidney's gone. Basically the same thing.
They did that with Abby's grandma, dude. They went to go like do some surgery and they accidentally nicked her kidney and then they took it. They're like, oh, we fucked up, and they yanked it out. And then they were like,
Oh my god.
they were like, yeah,
Did she get a free one, a replacement, or?
no, they were like, yeah, your kidney's gone too. And then when she contacted a lawyer, and then the lawyer contacted the hospital,
The
they
lawyer
had,
had just gotten a new kidney. Sorry, lady.
yeah, they burned all the paperwork. There's no record of that procedure
Dude,
happening.
What a scam.
And she's like, I went in with
Dude,
two
what
kidneys,
the hell?
and I walked
Yeah.
out with one. Like, how much goddamn paperwork do you need for that?
That's fucked up. What
That
the?
is fucked up.
If she had iPhone, that wouldn't have happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Recording in their
Yeah,
face.
she recorded.
You took my kidney. You took my kidney. You're going on Facebook, motherfucker.
Look right here. I used to have a kidney.
It's just funny that like they could do that. You know, it's
Yeah,
just like,
that's
oh,
horrifying.
yeah, that didn't happen. Like, we're not going to
Probably-
give you any records.
Probably did it with a lot worse shit too.
Oh yeah, you know they've killed someone
yeah.
and went like, she's fucking.
I don't know. She came.
Put that in the
honestly.
She
Some
died
homeless
as
person.
she. Yeah, we found her in the parking lot. She died in her car in the parking lot.
Somebody had
So we're
ripped
up.
her kidneys out.
Yeah, somebody took all their organs.
We were just starting the process of embalming early or whatever. We just went ahead and took a couple organs out. Oh, I don't want to be embalmed when I die like that, although
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I'd rather just be cremated or buried. Yeah, like in a.
With my
Like,
organs.
put-
Fuck them. No one's getting
What I
them.
hate
put
is
'em-
when people get buried, they always like get these like metal caskets and stuff, and I'm like, the only reason I'd want to be buried is if I'm just like body in the dirt.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm broken
yeah,
down
yeah.
and gone in like 6
For
months.
your return to
Yeah.
nature and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe a handful of like portobello mushrooms
give a
or
shit.
In my
something.
mom's backyard, we got our like. That's why my mom's like, we can never move. I'm like, this town's horrible. We can never move. My dogs are buried here. I just want to be buried with all the dogs. Just put me in the ground around
They're
there.
holding a dog
Put a
carcass.
goddamn tree above us or something.
Mm.
Pip, you're gonna go to the dog graveyard soon.
Yeah.
You keep interrupting me. Yeah, it's pretty scary over there. Dog graveyard. There's hyenas everywhere living in it.
Those are always so like solemn, but they're always awkward as hell. Like I've had to bury a couple dogs out of my uncle's property, and when you bury them, you're like, my mom would
Like
always
10 inches
Dogs,
fine.
no, my
Yeah.
my mom would always say like, all right, now can we say some words about
Oh yeah.
and like what can you say about a
Rip.
fucking dog? Like
Oh come on.
there's not like a lot.
He was a
If
good
you
dog.
actually like had that dog for its whole life, you better fucking muster up a couple sentiments.
I remember that time my mom fed you the fatty leftovers of a
Jesus Christ, you're not
Of a
writing
crock
my
pot.
eulogy. Goddamn, dude. You just
And in return, he diarrheaed all over the floor.
in return, this dog diarrheaed all over my fucking bed. And then my mom, instead of getting me a new mattress, it was completely saturated in diarrhea. She simply turned it over, and I had to sleep on the less shit covered side.
That was a heist, dude. That was,
And then I kick the dog in the hole, and I walk away. I only bury him like a foot maybe.
yeah.
I hope the fucking coyotes
Still
dig you
sticking
up.
out.
Yeah, no,
So-
but when my current dog dies, it's gonna be
What about Glenn?
it's gonna be a real sad time. I'm gonna have a whole fucking
Tearjerker.
speech.
I'm burying at least 3 feet down for you, girl.
I'm gonna live
Yeah.
stream this shit to
Should get her a
C-SPAN.
kid coffin to put her in.
yeah.
And drum up sympathy in the community by
Yeah,
having
a
a
little
kid coffin
suit.
in the front yard for a while before you. Everyone's like,
Can you
"Oh, what are
bury
the
a dog
girls?"
like that, like in a casket and everything?
Why not? I mean, if you prepared it, why not? Yeah. They don't give a shit.
How
if you
funny
make-
would that
if you
be
pay
to
them
like
make the
you know
coffin.
just do up my dog's funeral a little bit just because I'm wacky and like get a full ass like kids like
Ugh.
casket
Or what's
And then I sell the
funerals you're
house.
talking about?
and they
Yeah.
and they go to dig in the backyard and they find a casket, a kid's casket. You know, they'd be like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
this is so sad. What happened?"
See if
here?"
it was buried with any gold. It's dog bowl in here. My favorite chew toy. What the hell is this? And the show Scrubs, they just have a dog that they always have in their apartment. It's just a stuffed dog that's just been, taxidermied. And always, when I was a kid, I always wanted my dogs to be turned into taxidermy.
I thought about that too,
Oh.
but they say that they can't
That's
do
so
it
creepy.
well enough to the point where it looks like your pet.
That's okay. It'd actually
It
be
just looks
better
like
if it looked
a
just
dog
like
of that
another
species.
dog.
Yeah.
Looks like German Shepherd when they're done with them. But you know,
Gain
I got
size.
that hog head on whatever on everything. Oh, I mean, the
that on the body of your
auction
dog.
site.
Yeah.
The other day they were selling a full feral hog taxidermy on like a stone stand, and it wasn't even that expensive. I just knew no one was bidding on it because they're like, "Where the fuck am I getting?" I had never had more internal confliction of like, "Oh, dude, like an entire hog, like." I could just put that anywhere, but then also being like, Jesus Christ,
Where am I gonna put
How
that?
much
there's
was
no
it?
room in my house.
Yeah.
My roommates are gonna be absolutely like the girl that lives here is gonna be like, no, like enough. I've had enough. But it went for. I mean, it was expensive, but nothing crazy. It was like $180 or something.
That's
I was
it?
like,
Dude,
holy,
that's a
it's
steal. You
full
should have bought it.
fucking boar. It would scare the shit out of Pip.
You could stitch the other fucking head onto it. It'd be like a two-headed boar, like a Cerberus thing.
Fuck.
Get a-
They also that same
Oh.
show they had like water buffalo. It's fucking huge. They had all these animals that are like like bison head. What? Jesus Christ! Think about. There's a bar here that's got an entire moose like shoulder out and with the horns. It's ginormous. That would be so badass. I don't know where to put it. Maybe on the hood of your car.
You're like putting a fucking car in here. Yeah.
Like it's a hood
Oh
ornament
my god.
or something. I don't know.
The problem is like people's houses usually aren't big enough for like that
Well,
kind
it'd
of
be
taxidermy.
It'd be at like waist height.
That's what you put
Oh,
in the mansion.
okay. You would put it like really low. It's like a coat rack when you walk in.
Yeah, it just takes up like a third of the room, but it's badass.
I had a friend that had like a plantation house and he had like a billiards room and his dad had gone on so many safaris in Africa and killed shit. And
Trophy
they had
hunter.
like the taxidermied heads in that room and they were
East Ventura room.
it was like plenty size for a billiards table and like bar stools all the way around and cool like pictures and stuff on the wall, but it like plenty of walking room around the billiards table. And there was some that were so big that they almost like met in the middle. Like you just
Jesus.
looked up and you were just like, it was
That's
like really
creepy,
tall
yeah.
ceilings, but it was just animals like encroaching in every direction.
And they all, you look at them long enough, they start making noise.
That was a weird fucking house at night. Oh, actually, hold on. The weirdest shit I've ever seen at night is my kids have this like a 3 foot tall Barbie doll that they can take the dress off of and then they can wear the dress. You know, it's like
that
like a
is weird.
What the fuck?
kid-sized Barbie.
Ugh.
They will fucking sometimes just like prop the Barbie up in like the living room before bed. And then all of a sudden, like halfway through the night, I'll hear one crying. And I'll be like, okay, I'm going to see what's wrong with Olivia. And I'll walk in there, and then like in the living room, I'll just be like, Jesus Christ, there's like a small little lady just standing there. Like she'll be standing like at the corner of the sofa, and I'll just see like her nose and her eyes looking at me. They're fucking naked with their long hair and everything. They always take the goddamn clothes. Yeah. And I've seen like one time I just saw like her silhouette. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like a silhouette. It was like the view of the doll was obstructed by like the island in my kitchen, but there's like some French doors there that have like glass, and I could see past the
rag
much in the reflection.
My beautiful island through the through the antique French doors.
So, anyways, as I was looking I was trying to see out into my Renai and my topiary garden, but I couldn't because it was dark and everything.
Probably about 8,000 square feet that way.
Yeah, I was trying to see down to the western wing to see if my child's lights were on in a room. And anyways, in the reflection of the door, I just saw the silhouette of that doll standing there by the food bowl, and I was like, "Holy fuck!" Like, you know what it is? A second,
creepy.
like the second you see it, you know exactly what it is, but your mind like quickly just does adrenaline dump, like small fucking magical creature, because the proportions are not that of a girl. Like, let's be honest, Barbie proportions are fucking freakish.
Yeah, little goblin or gnome.
Yeah, very like spindly little Tinkerbell legs and everything. My kid's got big old fucking rhino legs.
Tree trunks.
Yeah, big old
What, so they can
fire
plant.
stomping feet. Yeah,
They need to be able to plant, take a hit.
Them kids stout.
Like
Yeah. Real stout. Oh. My daughter does have those, like, when you put the socks on her ankles, she has like little leg fat rolls that kind of
Those are cute on kids.
go over the
I was
edge.
a little fat kid. Like, I was fat as shit. My mom just loved having a fat little baby she'd carry around. I was carried for so goddamn long, and like I just love being in a little like backpack, a little front thing. I'd just sit there, chill, observe, study. And my older brother was like looking at my feet one day. I was like, Mom, you need to put him down because the bottoms of his feet look like balls. Like, he's never going to be able to walk.
Yeah.
And now I've got flat feet. I don't know if there's some sort of truth to that. Because when they put me down running, they just pop me down and pop my feet.
The bottom of your feet look like Gumby's feet for a long time. Just flattened out, squished.
It was like it was made of clay, and they hit me on the ground too quick. By the way, I was a really cute kid.
I
Really.
all right,
Really
never mind. I was gonna
full set of black hair.
all right, I was gonna segue into something, but let's keep talking about how sexy you were when you were young.
Jesus Christ, I never said that. Really, really cute though. Kind of a classic gentlemanly way.
Oh.
Well, what are you segueing into naturally?
Yeah.
Naturally. This is the no breaking conversation. It's such a natural transition.
Was it about a kid?
No, it's about it's how I was like making those coffee cups, and then all of a sudden I wasn't.
Oh, yeah. One exploded.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize.
Well, the kiln situation. Now, when I plug it up and turn it on, and it gets to about 1,500 degrees, the breaker box is making some racket. And and I've heard the one thing you shouldn't do is like touch or mess with electricity that's making noise. That means some tomfoolery is happening. So I think I'm like breaking my house, like I'm overloading breakers or some shit.
Jesus
and so I had to get an electrician out to like run a dedicated kiln line, and then I'm like, if I'm doing that, then I might as well get a cool kiln that can actually hold more than one coffee cup. So I might like do some like a big ass like one that I could like dispose of a body or something.
Kiln.
Yeah. I didn't know Abby was in there cleaning it. I crank it up to 1850.
Real vase.
Yeah, or like a big vase or something.
Flower pots.
That's a lot of clay. Clay is remarkably expensive. Yeah, flower pot is, we're not doing any of those. So it's way too much clay.
Dang.
Keep it coffee cup size. Maybe
tea
tall cup. Yeah, pinch bowls.
Yeah.
Ramekins.
Thimbles.
Maybe like a small like yarmulke for your bobblehead over there.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to make a I could definitely make a Snoop Dogg like yarmulke or something like that, or like
That'd
a
be cool.
Rastafarian head or something out of clay. I'm not that skilled. I couldn't do that.
Really, you couldn't just like put your thumb in a piece of clay and be like, "Damn,
They make it
like,
look so easy. Let me tell you something. This shit's hard.
You gotta like massage it and shit. You gotta work it.
They collapse on you like so quick. You just think you have it all together, and then it collapses. It's like life,
Like the economy.
like the economy. By the way, there's some serious fears of the economy crashing. If you're listening to this,
It's not true.
This is the
Keep paying.
financial. This is the financial segment.
that shouldn't affect Patreon.
It crashes
right?
in coming for another 8-9 years, guys. You keep that credit card locked into this account. That's and that
We'll keep feeding you advice, and
Yeah.
it's actually going to pay off one day. Because we'll
One
tell
day.
you right
It's
when to
always
pull out.
It's never gonna go above $5. There's no inflation. It's inflation proof.
Yeah.
You can't say that about like anything else, like groceries or anything.
No, I mean, like, what if like $1 worth nothing? Of
I-
course, we're gonna up the price. I mean,
Yeah, we're gonna have to price.
We're a
There's no
businessman.
promise on that. But
yeah.
All right, okay.
But
Or
so
say
far-
we get really hungry one
Yeah.
day. We want a big
Yeah.
burger.
want a $50 fucking burger.
Believe it or not, we've been able to maintain a pretty low production cost for this show. So I think we should be, like
I haven't.
Arizona iced tea, and keep this thing at $5.
Just keep it
Keep
sturdy.
it sturdy.
Yeah.
For a pretty,
At least
pretty
I
long
really wanted
time.
to put
Couple
more money
months.
into marketing, commercials, and bus
Yeah.
stops and stuff. But if we want to do Arizona tea, that's fine.
Yeah.
I did see a bench today in the most grim area I've driven through in a while, and it was like rent me. And it was like hand drawn. Like that can't be my. I thought about it'd be funny to just put like my Twitch
Yeah.
on there.
yeah.
How much could that cost? Because there's no one renting there. No one's looking at the goddamn bench here.
It'd just be funny to get a picture of it.
It would be fun.
Yeah,
I could
just,
sit on
yeah,
it
it would
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
and then
Tear it down a week later
Yeah.
or something.
people find where I live.
Which
Bench
is
right
awesome.
outside my house.
You get like 3 billboards out of Ebbing, Missouri or whatever, that style where it's just like
Yeah.
big and they're sequential. It's like it
Yeah,
builds up
that'd
to
be
like a
cool.
joke or something.
Yeah. A bunch of homeless people jerk off on my face on the bench because I'm so hot. I get like big fat Photoshop tits in it. I'm Twitch's most confusing body. Check me out. Big ass on the front of me so you can see it while you look at my tits.
Yeah.
I'm the perfect woman. I feel like, what is this ad for? What is it? No link or anything.
It just says,
Pop-up
says
boob,
Come
that's
shot
yeah.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boob. Shoot, come here.
All right, hey, we went a whole goddamn episode with no cum talk.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, now
Yeah,
it,
bleep
I mean,
that out,
that's
Stalled.
Cut that out.
Yeah, cut that out.
Yeah.
Just have it say beep here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually been a pretty good Patreon episode. They should be really fucking thankful for this one because a lot more seamless than the last one, I feel. And
Is it?
I don't know. I thought so, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the last one was fine too, but this one, I mean, we're at 2 hours, 30 minutes. It doesn't feel that long.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. I guess it's
Yeah, how long was the
12:21.
last one?
All right, guys,
It is
it's
12:21.
been
That
nice.
is-
It
Yeah,
is
was a good
bedtime.
episode. And they should be really,
I was
really
wondering
grateful
why I
for
was
it.
so tuckered out. We got a late start and everything. I've kind of petered off the last 30 minutes.
Yeah. Well, then let's just end it abruptly.
I'm starving.
Yeah. I want a burger.
I want a burger.